Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop, your one stop for co-op news, reviews, and playthroughs. I'm Peter, and tonight we're playing through Lord of the Rings. What's up, Steve?
How's it going, Peter?
Very good. This is not Terrence. It's Friday night. What's going on? I don't know. And this game isn't Marvel Champions, so I'm really confused.
Yeah, unfortunately, got to deal with me tonight. Sorry, a little bit of downgrading quality from the host. So Peter's here there to keep the quality a little bit higher than normal. So.
No, I definitely do not keep the quality anywhere. Yeah, I mean, unless you're into bad singing, bad jokes, some boom, boom, boom every once in a while. And tonight I'll be extra distracted because the Islanders playoff game is on, which is where I got the boom, boom, boom from. Yeah.
So fun.
And so I'm a little distracted here, but it has been a while since I played Lord of the Rings. It's actually a lie because I just played the other day to remind myself how to play again. But like for reals, trying to play. Now we are playing against the first two encounters. This is kind of meant to be a little bit of a primer for people who haven't played before or people who have played a long time ago, like myself, just to remember how to play. So my goal is to get through two scenarios tonight because the first one's pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get through two scenarios tonight. But
Hey, Kate.
Oh, Kate, welcome, Peter and Steve. Hey guys, hey Kate. Yeah, so
Question mark? Yeah, no.
yeah. So Steve is our other host here on One Stop Co-op Shop streams. So if you're just a normal Friday nighter, you might not have seen Steve before, but he does streams Saturday morning and Monday and Wednesday nights. He is much more consistent than I am, whereas I do Fridays pretty consistently, but then
You're consistent Fridays, though. You're very consistent.
yes, but then I'm all over the place with like whenever I find a minute to stream something else. But for oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's really nice that we're able to sit down tonight and play a game together because I feel like we're always like on the off schedules to try and maximize coverage. So it's nice to take a break from that.
Yes. Well, thank you for doing your off night because honestly, for me, it's just another Friday night of streaming. So
fair.
So for me, it's not really. I'm not stretching myself here. I almost called you Terrence. There you go. It started already. Yeah, that's no bueno. This is gonna be a disaster. So if you're in for a fun disaster, welcome. Now I will, if you don't know Lord of the Rings, I will go through a little bit of basics. I mean, you probably know the theme of Lord of the Rings, but it was Fantasy Flight's first cooperative living card game. Is that right? Pretty sure that's right.
Yes, that's correct.
And it's just come out again with like a remastered edition where it's easier to buy in and easier to buy full cycles together. So they're really trying to re-energize it, but as far as I know, there's no real new content coming out from Fantasy Flight. Now I know there's a lot of custom content coming out, but it is kind of a complete game now. So if people want to buy into a complete game, this is not necessarily a bad one to do.
Yeah, the custom content is called a long extended party, and it's honestly they're doing a fantastic job, but it looks professional. Like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the regular game and the custom content.
Nice. All right, so we are doing the original scenario, which is called Flies and Spiders, a passage through Mirkwood. You were traveling through Mirkwood Forest, carrying an urgent message from King Thranduil to Lady Galadriel of Lorien. I got that one right, because it was in the movies.
Thranduil, I believe. Yes. Yes.
Thranduil. Yes. So as you move along the dark trail, the spiders gather around you. Set up. Search the encounter deck for one copy of the Forest Spiders, which is over here, and one copy of the Old Forest Road, and add them to the staging area, then shuffle the encounter deck. And again, if you want a rules update for how to play the game, I suggest you go watch Watch It Played has a great video, things like that. You'll get the hang of it just by watching us, so you don't have to do that now. You will follow along, and I'm going to kind of go through step by step as we play, but I'm not going to go through a big rules discussion right before we go. But the first thing we do is draw a hand of cards, up to 6 cards, right?
6 cards.
Yep, and I'll show my heroes. I've got Argold, who's a Sylvian scout. I've got Mablung, and I've got Thalin. None of who I've ever heard of before in Lord of the Rings, but there you have it. I actually net decked this, so tisk tisk, I know, for those of you who are actual, into deck building and things like that, but, since I'm getting right back into it, I looked for something that I was, somewhat interested in as far as like theme of the deck goes. And I just found a deck that was pretty popular.
I like Argalad. He's fun. He's a fun hero to play. I do like that one.
Yeah, so you can
also Ryan, you crack me up here. It says if you have trouble with Picklesmeyer, Thranduil has no chance.
Yes,
so true.
And it's Pickle Simmer or Simer. You're right. Dang it! No, dang it! I messed it up. You're right. I still have trouble with that, even though I should know it.
We're just hopeless over here. Neither of us can pronounce anything. So
yes. Well, you've got Galadriel. Oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, we're supposed to be bringing something to Lady Galadriel. What is she doing on the mission?
She didn't trust the other people in the mission, so she decided to join along anyway.
She joined the mission to deliver something to herself. Wait. Yes. That's awesome. All right. So you have Galadriel. You also have Aristor, and you have Círdan the Shipwright. Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, Círdan.
All right. All right. So in Lord of the Rings, they have like whatever this is called, factions, houses,
spheres.
What is it?
Spheres.
All right. So this one's like lore sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? And this one is leadership?
Spirit.
Got it.
Yep.
So what do they correspond to? Like what's green and what's blue really known for?
Yeah, good question. So the spirit sphere is generally quest focused. The lore sphere is kind of your wild card. A lot of healing in that one. A lot of manipulation. And then you over here, you've got tactics, which is the red one,
which is
very combat focused.
Yes, I see the swords there. Makes me happy.
Yeah.
And there's another one too, which we're not using.
Yeah, leadership is the one we're missing, and that one is a little bit defensive, but more resource and ally focus, I would say.
Nice.
And yes, Terrence, he did net deck for Passage Through Mirkwood. So
yes, I did. All right, so we need to get 8 to progress past this Flies and Spiders campaign. The nastiest things they saw were the cobwebs. Dark, dense cobwebs with threads of extraordinarily thick, often stretched from tree to tree, or tangled in the lower branches on either side of them. There were none stretched across the path, but whether because some magic kept it clear, or for what other reason, they could not guess. So that is right out of The Hobbit, which is one of the cool things about the game. Like, the theme, definitely comes right from the books. I probably won't read the theme on this Old Forest Road, but basically it's an Old Forest Road. You can figure out what that is.
But by the way, before we flip that card and everything, we should probably draw the starting turn, I guess.
Yep. So I've got Foe Hammer. Here you controls attacks and destroys an enemy. Exhaust a weapon card. This is an event, so that's not a weapon. I got an ally over here who's a sentinel. After a spearman is declared as defender, deal damage to the attacking enemy. Seems pretty good. Return a Sylvan ally you control to your hand to search the top 5 cards of your deck. That's not a Sylvan ally. I do have a Sylvan scout, but he's cost 4, so I'm probably not just going to return him to my hand. He is ranged. After you play Roma from your hand, choose an enemy engaged with the player. Deal X damage to the enemy, where X is the number of ranged characters you control. That seems not terrible. Here's another Sylvan warrior, but again, 3 cost. Now, this doesn't have a sphere, right? So I could play this with any.
I can't see your hand, so.
Oh.
I don't know.
Got it. Defender.
Yes, that's neutral. That's any combination of spheres. That's correct.
Here you go. We're on the same team now. Yes. I got another Sylvan here. Gritham Minstrel. After the Minstrel enters play, search top 5 cards of your deck for an event and add it to your hand. Shuffle the other cards back in your. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. I would have liked a weapon on turn 1, but outside.
You got tree people in your starting hand. That's a pretty good start. So.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty happy, and Gandalf's in this picture with Foehammer, so I got that going for me. No weapons to go with the Foehammer, though, unfortunately. All right, so we start out by looking at the quick reference sheet, and we get our resources. Each player adds 1 resource to each of their characters, bink, 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 and draws a card. By the way, did you decide to mulligan?
I already mulligans, yeah, and I drew my starting hand. So mine's a little weird because I have Airstore, and he's got a special ability that says draw 3 additional cards at the beginning of the resource phase.
Oh my goodness.
But at the end of the round, I discard all cards in my hand.
Ah.
I also have Cyrdan, which also draws additional card at the beginning of the resource phase, but I have to discard one of those cards I drew.
You got a lot of cards in your hand, is what you're saying.
I have a ton of cards in my hand, yes.
Now, is that bad? Because when you go through your deck in this game, what happens?
Nothing.
Oh, you just shuffle and go again?
Nope, you don't shuffle. That's it.
So you have a lot of card draw, and you're going to potentially deck yourself, is what you're saying here.
Yes. Actually, the point of this deck is to deck myself.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So that you have no cards to play?
I play cards from the discard pile.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
All right. So we did step 1, which is gain our resource. Now we do our planning phase. First player and all. So now we play our stuff. I think I'm just going to play this Defender of Nath over here. Because I don't have anything that's like... Because this costs 2 green, but I only have 1 green resource here. I got 2 red resources. So I think I'm just going to play this. Bink, bink, bink. So that's me. You playing anything?
I will definitely be playing stuff. By the way, Terrence and Kate are talking. They're like, yeah, I think this deck might be a little OP for passage. I'm like, you guys are probably right. Probably.
Simmer down, Terrence. If we lose this now, it's all your fault.
Okay, let's get the engine running here. I think. Oh man. Yes, Ryan. I have to bring a gimmicky deck. I know that's my thing. I want to play these 2 cards. I think I have Unexpected Courage is really good too, though.
Anything get you?
But I think I want to get some allies out here. So first, I'm going to play to the sea.
Okay.
And I'll put that on Galadriel just because. So it's going to use that resource.
It and discard X cards from your hand to reduce the cost of the next. Oh, another ally you play. Do you have any more of those?
Oh yeah, I'll discard another resource from here to play Nenya. So this is excellent for Galadriel. It's going to give her another resource symbol. So she'll also be lore. But the big thing is I can now use her willpower for other people. Because if you look at Galadriel, she can't attack, quest, or defend.
Oh. Yeah, so in other words, she does nothing unless you give her something like this ring here.
Yeah, exactly. Or, well, she does have an action she can exhaust for. But yes, yeah, this helps her a lot.
Yeah, none your business.
And so then I'm going to exhaust this song to discard cards to reduce the next ally I play. So let's go ahead and get this guy out. So in order to do that, I can reduce him down to 1 by discarding 2 cards. And the nice thing is I'm going to discard my hand anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I discard.
Can you
discard
get it
2
for
cards,
free
1 cost
ever?
1.
Oh, minimum of 1. Got it.
Minimum 1, exactly. So now I am down to 0, and this guy is in play. Also, Galadriel has interesting text. It says, allies you control do not exhaust to commit to the quest during the round they enter play. So that's going to come up real quick here.
That seems good. All of this seems good. And this character gets +2 attack, while Eleanor is in play, who I guess is another character card you have.
Yeah, right here. I had to discard, unfortunately, but yeah.
You have more than one of these. So even though it's a unique card, you can have more than one in your deck, I assume, right?
That's right. That's right.
Cool.
You can only have one unique character of that name in play in the whole game. So if you would have a Elroy Hero character, I could not play an Elroy Hero character in front of me.
Got it. Makes sense. All right, you play anything else?
That's basically all I got. I'm tapped out.
All right. Well, all right. So the next thing we do is the questing phase. So we're going to commit people to the quest. I am going to commit a couple people to the quest. Should I do this? Exhaust this person, choose an enemy in the staging area. They get -X to their threat value. Well, I probably should do that, right? Well,
I would not. Oh, there's someone in the quest area. You're right.
So I can reduce their threat by 2, or I can just quest for 2. So either way, it's the same thing.
Same effect. But read the rest of his
if it reduces it to 0, deal a damage to it, which is the key here.
Exactly.
So yes, I'm going to reduce its threat to 0, and then badink badink, that does 1 damage. And you'll notice this has 1 armor, but armor isn't affected by direct things like this. Armor really only counts when you're doing attacks and defense. So anytime it says just like add damage or something, it just adds damage.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, and I got my defender here, so when it comes in front of me, shouldn't be an issue. We are also going to do... So I'm going to commit 2 to the quest there, and 1 here, and while he's committed to the quest, deal a damage to each enemy that is revealed from the encounter deck. So I'm adding 3. So we'll just 1, 2, 3. Willpower to the quest. Oh, I hated this. I remember now. Hold on. Let me find this. I got annoyed because I always just wanted to click on it.
Oh, you use the tokens instead. Okay, that works.
Yes. Well, yeah, rather than using the stupid stuff behind it. So 1, 2, 3. Sure. That makes it easy. The total threat out here right now is just 1 from the Old Forest Road. They'll get more potentially from the encounter deck, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. All right, so right now we are way over what it is, but go ahead and what are you committing to the quest?
Definitely sending Eladan because he can quest without exhausting, so that's another 2.
Yep. Bink, bink.
I will send... I'll send Círdan.
We're just running through this one.
Maybe not, actually.
Why not?
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use Ninya's power. I'm going to exhaust that and her to give Thalen plus 4 willpower.
Okay. I
So
mean,
basically
we're up to 9 to 1, which would get by it, but that's assuming a 0 comes up from this. Do you want to just keep pushing, or you good?
We're up by plus 8, and we're flipping 2 cards. I feel like that's okay, unless you think I should keep going.
Well, I mean, what else are you going to do with your characters? Is there stuff they can do?
Well, in case they engage me, I want to make sure I can block and do something.
Oh, fine.
Maybe I can do one more. I can do one more.
Well, don't forget, everything that comes up takes the damage automatically, too, from my character being on the quest.
That's true. That's true.
Only 1.
Okay, but... I'll send Círdan. So.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Another 4.
4 more. Boom, boom, boom. See, this is me pushing. We're up to 13 to 1. All right. So next stage is, so we did the quest phase. Now we reveal 1 encounter card per player, and then we resolve it. So we will reveal 2 cards, Bedink and Bedink. They are both enemies, so they both immediately take 1 damage.
Yep.
Then
this has a... Go ahead.
I was just looking at their threat values. So this one's 2, this one's 2, so that's 4, which is perfect. We beat it by 8, which gets us past this first spot. I don't know if it's perfect or not, but it is what it is. Now, what were you saying? This one has a 1 reveal?
This has a 1 reveal effect we have to resolve right now.
All right, so the first player chooses 1 character currently committed to the quest, deal 2 damage to that character. I will choose one of my own characters. I'm okay with that. Why? Oh. I'm apparently trying to take
you can do it to this ally if you wanted.
Nah, it's fine.
Because that way you don't take damage to a hero?
I'm fine. What else are they for? What are heroes for?
Resources, hopefully?
In the face. All right. So, we've done all that. And that is that, right? So now we're going to resolve this. So we are plus 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll notice it requires 8 to get past this. And so do we get past it immediately?
We do.
All right. So we move this. We come over here. As you move through Mirkwood, hundreds of spider forests are hounded by spiders. The forest path forks before you.
Yes, Kate, we blasted through that in stage 1. Yes.
Unsure of what lies ahead, but spurred by the urgency of the message, you choose the path and proceed. Forced. When you defeat this stage, proceed to one of the stage 2s at random. So we only need 2 to get past this, but we are at a different phase now, which is the travel phase. So we have to decide whether or not we want to travel to this location, which removes its threat, but then also we gotta get by it. After you travel to it, the first player may choose and ready a character they control. We're probably gonna do that, right?
Yeah, I see no reason not to. We got a lot of questing power.
All right, so we're gonna go there, and who punches good or defends good? We'll do homie G over here. All right, after you engage an enemy, add 1 resource. So, and that's the next step, is the encounter step. So we can optionally engage an enemy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Are they all the same? Are they literally? Oh no.
25, 25, and 10. So you have to look at your threat level, right? And if your threat level is higher, they will for sure engage you. If you're lower, then they won't, but you can option engage one
Well,
anyway.
I'm going to optionally engage one because I do. Well, first of all, I'm going to get two either way. But when I engage somebody, I do get a resource on Mablung.
Yep.
So which of these do you care which one you get? Is the real question.
3, 3.
I can kill this one, and
I
I can defend the other one pretty easily.
can't really do much against these, but I mean, I'll take one, whatever you don't want.
Yeah, I'll pull
I'm
one.
not very combat focused, so yeah.
Well, if I pull one, then this one automatically comes in front of me, right?
Well, because I can optionally engage one as
Oh,
well.
okay. So you're gonna
So
engage this one. Do you want me to Sentinel for you? I mean, then I'm taking 2 hits to the face potentially.
no, I can block it. I'm gonna take damage for sure, but which of these two do you prefer to deal with?
I'd prefer to kill it because I could kill this straight up.
Okay, I'll take the other one. I just won't be able to do anything with it this turn.
Yeah. So I'll kill this one straight up, and then I have ranged attack. So next turn I
Oh,
won't
perfect.
quest with this dude. I will throw some damage his way. So range lets you attack in front of other players. All right, so we did the encounter step. We brought the enemies down. I should have gotten a resource when I did that. Combat phase. So we're dealing a shadow card to each enemy. Badink, badink, and yours. All right, so we resolve my combat first. We do them in whatever order we want, right?
You have to defend first. So everyone defends, then we do all attacks.
So I'm defending against this one, and this says after Sylvan ally. Wait, after a Sylvan ally you control leaves play. Oh, never mind. I thought he was the one that did damage when I defended. Well, that's a shame. That did not happen. All right. Well, anyway, I'm still doing that, so I just defend here. Take no damage from this. This one is going to go undefended. Do you want me to resolve mine before you decide your stuff?
You have to resolve your attacks before I can do mine. Yeah.
Okay. So defending against this one, the shadow ability. So when we flip this card, we only look at the shadow ability. Anything under this line here. Choose and discard one attachment from defending character. If this attack is undefended, discard all. Well, guess what? That is a whole lot of nothing.
That is good that you got that one. Not me.
Yes.
So.
All right. I am not going to defend this one because I'm just going to straight up kill him. So we will hope to get lucky here. And we do.
Hey!
No shadow effect. Boom, boom, boom. And that is done. Do you want me to attack back, or do you do all your defenses?
Technically, you can't attack back yet until we do my defenses.
Go ahead and do your defense.
I will. This guy's got 3 attack.
Oh, is it 3 the first turn? I forgot that. I should have taken 1 damage here. He only defended for 2. I forgot. First turn they come out. They do.
I think I'm going to take it with Eladan. He might die, but that's okay. Happens. Oh, nothing. Good. He lives.
Oh, I did not take this damage, though. I should have taken 2 damage. So, we're doing that over here. Oh, so no.
3, 2.
Yeah, they did attack me. Yep. So I did the whatchamacall card. So what's your shadow card? I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nice.
So it's 3 attack, choose 1 defense, means he takes 2 damage. He's got 1 health left, but he lives, so that's good.
Yay. Oh, you can do something. You can attack it.
Yeah.
All right. So
our turn, a little bit things.
Our turn to attack now. I'm going to attack here for 2, killing this orc over here because they have 0 armor and they already had a damage. So bye-bye, orcs. Bye-bye, orkies, goodbye. It's your turn to cry.
One thing you could do, if you don't mind me pointing something out, is the tree people.
Is the what?
Tree people.
Where is that? Ah, the tree people. If a Sylvian ally you control, return it to your hand. Search top 5 cards of your deck for the Sylvian ally. Put that ally into play and shuffle the other cards back into your deck. You can only play 1 copy of the tree peoples each phase. So I could do that right now.
Yep.
So I return this dude to my hand.
Yep.
And I get to search the top 5 cards of my deck for a Sylvian ally. And I just put it into play like nobody's business.
You got it.
Oh, I have a ranged person over here, which would help me kill your character, right? Although
Yep,
I could
and it
just
does
put
1 damage when it enters. So
I could just put the healer in as well, but no.
you could.
So these get shuffled back in. It said.
Shuffle. Yes, shuffle. They're nicely shuffled. Yep.
All right. Well, that tended to work out. All right. So range after the archer enters play, deal 1 damage to an enemy not engaged with you. Oh, well, this is like overkill then. Did you already do that?
Here.
Oh.
Nope. That's actually nice.
Well, no, because we're gonna kill it anyway. Because
I won't be able to kill it.
I do too, and you do too.
Oh, you have a guy ready?
Yeah, because the one I just brought in,
Oh, duh.
and he's ranged, or she's ranged. So yeah,
Why
we
don't you
didn't.
want to kill the person in front of you? No, you can't kill the person.
Yeah, it has to be at range, unfortunately, when she comes in. So it doesn't matter. We do
Yeah.
4 damage total. This one blocks 1 of the 4. That's 3 extra damage. 1, 2, 3, which is more than its 4 life, and so defeated it goes. And I don't know why I can't. Issues.
Nice. That worked out really well.
Yep. Well, except for me, who's got a spider sitting in front of me, but it's fine. Everything's
Okay.
fine. So now we're to the refresh phase. Each player refreshes all the cards he controls, raises. Wow, this is really masculine gender here. Raises all cards they control, raises their threat by 1. So our threat level goes up. So by the way, they would have engaged us because we have the threat here. I guess I should go over the loss condition is when we get to 50 here, that player loses individually. And then if both players get to 50, we lose as a team. Or if all of our characters are defeated, we also lose, right? Like that person loses.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so I'm readying up all my characters. I still have this, whatever you want to call it, in front of me. Orc, I think. Oh no, forest spider. Forest spider, orc, same thing. All right, so we start from the beginning again. So we are going to get, oh, well, you have to discard all your cards. You have done so. So we get 1 resource on each character. I'm getting some lag tonight. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming the hockey game. Get to draw a card. Oh, the healer. I got a healer on top. So I got that going for me. Does the healer actually heal my allies? After the healer enters play, choose a player. Heal 1 damage from each hero controlled by that player. Well, shoot. I need to damage him over here. That will be good. Let's see if I can damage myself. Just another day in the office, fellas. I have 3 red resources, which is not enough to do what I want. I could put this sentinel in, which would do a damage here, but no. All right, so we are 2 playing cards from our hand, right?
Yeah.
I'm literally just
technically I'm first if we pass the marker.
Oh, yep, and we're on round 2. You don't need to track this, I don't think, right? It's just
Nah, you don't really have to, just because. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 2 to C to the C. I'm going to discard this Curious Brandy Buck in the discard to make the next ally I play cheaper.
Yep.
Do we need a healer? I don't know if we need a healer right now, do we?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to do that.
I'm holding out for the healer till the morning.
Let me get 2 less. Play that guy.
Nice.
So then I'll get rid of this resource to play it, and then I'll spend another 1 resource, spirit resource, to play Light of Valinor. You can put this on a Noldor or Silver. It does not exhaust to commit to the quest. So I'll put that on Círdan.
Oh gosh, that's just 4 free.
4 free every turn.
All right. So
and I got the twins, not the siblings in play, so they are now boosting each other.
All right. So they both get +2 attack and +2 defense. Got it. So when they said that these decks were overpowered for this scenario, is this what they meant by that?
Yeah. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
All right, you're up.
Nothing to see here. Well, I just played this one over here. I guess I should pay the cost for it though, so I'll pay 1 of each type of resource. Because I'll have 4 red next turn, so I could put in Rumil, which seems good. And that is that. Yep, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
So we're going to the questing phase. You commit yourself first.
Quest with over here because he's can do a lot of exhausting.
Yep.
And of course, send with Cyrdan as well. So we'll do that.
So you're at 6.
Yep.
Are you going to do the Galadriel thing?
Really,
Is there any
what's that?
reason not to add Galadriel's?
Oh, I can't quest with her. So
No. Not any reason not to do this.
oh, there's really no. Well, the only reason not to do it is with her other exhaust ability, which
What's the other
says
one?
that player reduces a threat and draws a card.
I mean, do you want to do that this turn? Or do you just want to quest for 90?
Possibly, but are you going to quest with Alan?
I'm probably going to quest with both of these. How did I ready them last time?
You readied one because of the location we traveled to.
Ah, right. Yeah.
So actually, it doesn't really matter. I'll do it anyway. I'll give us another +4. I'll give it to Cyrdan, I guess, just because. So we got 8.
Yeah, I'm just going to quest
9,
with him.
10.
And that's one more 11, right?
One more for 11. Exactly.
I'm contributing 1, Steve.
That's all you need.
I feel like I feel in Marvel Champions, which is like I did a thing. Might not
Hey,
have been a useful
I can't
thing.
do combat, so this is all you're doing great with combat.
So we do have no cards here to add to the enemy threat, but we do flip 2 cards, and we're going to add their threat. Well, first of all, thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. You take a damage to your face. So they're going to add 2 threat.
This has a 1 reveal effect. You gotta do that real quick.
Oh, we do that before we reveal the next one? Each player must choose and exhaust a character they control. Huh. I guess it doesn't matter much for me. So we'll exhaust this one. What are you doing? You got
Yep, I exhausted my 2 Dan, so.
Alright. And then when revealed, deal 1 damage to each exhausted
11.
character. Hey, remember what I said about needing a damage on this character? Yay!
Oh.
You know what else I said about not needing a healer? Uh-oh.
Oh, yep, I was right.
That's
I was right.
3 out of their 4 damage. Doesn't seem good.
I will try to find my healer again. So,
yes. I have a healer in my hand. Unfortunately, I spent my green, though, so I can't play my healer for 2 more turns. Unless there's a way to get me a green. Why is this having so many issues tonight? I can't look at cards in my hand. Oh, well, whatever. All right. So they quest for 2. We quest for 11. So 3 of that 11 goes here, and this goes away.
Yep.
And then the rest of the 11, the 8 more go on here, which only needs 2. So we happily pass this stage. Now we have to shuffle the 3As.
Mm-hmm.
And keep one of them, discarding the other. So a chosen path. The trail winds into one of the darkest, most tangled parts of the forest. You sense that foul, dark presence is hunting you, and you move quickly in an attempt to avoid its evil. Don't leave the path! The shadow grows darker, and you realize that a foul presence is aiming to draw you from the path. You must defeat it to pass this way. When revealed, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a spider of their choice and add it to the staging area. The players must find and defeat Urgonauts' spawn to win the game. So I assume that's one of the spiders we should find. Correct?
Yes, absolutely.
URG. How do you spell it?
UNG.
UNG. All right, so we've apparently already seen this card.
Okay.
No. Oh, they're called encounter cards. Oh, this. Come on. So we're gonna...
I know what it looks like. Real quick, if you want me to.
Yeah, go for it.
But yeah, this is the one I was hoping we didn't have to do. So that's okay.
Yeah, I did not do this one last time I played. Oh, here we go. There's.
Find it.
Yep. And then is there a wimpy spider that we should grab? Like that 3?
Yes.
A non-shielded 3 health one or something?
You grab another king spider, I think. Because the 1 reveal effect's not going to matter.
All right, well, let's search the discard pile then, right?
Sure. You do that. That's fine.
Or what's for spider? Wait, how's king spider compare? It has to be a spider, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's no king spiders in there. So go ahead and search the draw pile for one, or I can do it.
Yeah. There's the other. What's the one that gets a +1 attack temper? That might be okay. The
That
first one we
also
grab.
doesn't come off.
This one. This one's way better. Let's do this one. It's more health, but it's fine.
I mean, we don't have to kill it, right? What do we have to do to win?
We just have to kill the spawn.
Yeah. I think it goes in front of you because all my characters are ranged. If you can deal with the 5 attack, you can chump somebody, right?
I could.
I'll take both of the other ones. Oh, I can't theoretically do that, can I?
Yeah, and then we have no travel. Nothing to travel to. Yeah, so we just have to kill the big guy.
Yeah, so can you just chump that big guy? And I'll... Oh, I only have 1 ranged attack. Because my other character, which I was planning on range attacking with, I had to exhaust. I didn't have to, but I chose to because I'm not as smart as I should be. Or
I can chump block him. I can only deal 1 damage to him.
Well, no, because I'm going to add 2 more. So that'll be 3. Right? Which won't be enough to defeat him? Oh,
no, it won't be.
Are you saying 1 total?
No, I have 2 guys because basically my only choice is to chump block with Elro here.
Yep.
So unfortunately I'll lose the boost. But say la vie, right? Or I can jump the other way around. Doesn't really matter.
Well, you could chump with your hero.
Yeah, but he gives me resources. I think it's chumping with hero is like the last resort.
Well,
honestly.
It's not chumping though. He'd only take 3 out of his 4 damage. Right?
He has 5 attack.
Yeah, 3 of his 5 attack. That's what I'm saying. You'll have 3 damage out of your 4 damage.
Yeah, that's true. I could try to survive.
And then you could.
Yeah, we could try that way.
Wait, how much life is on this one?
He's full health
for 3. He'll only take 2 damage, dude. What are you talking about? He would only.
Take right, he gets +2. That's right.
Yeah, so you block with him, and now you attack with these 2 and my ranger. And...
There we go. That'll do.
All right.
So I can option engage him. That's fine.
All right. And which one do you not want? I guess I'll take the 3 attack one. Although I have Sentinel, so I can block for you.
Player. I get another one, don't I?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I get the... Well, they're both 3 attacks. Doesn't really matter.
Well, actually, if you don't optionally engage him... Here, just don't optionally engage. I'll optionally engage him. He goes to you, and I'll take the other one. It's fine. Everything is awesome. I'm gonna die on this turn.
Wait, how'd you pull that off? I think I have to get 2 enemies.
No, you didn't optionally engage. I did. Then you get 1, and then I get 1, right? Isn't that the way it works? You go back and forth pulling enemies?
Yeah.
I am gonna die, though. Like, I'm just gonna point that out. Like, I'm gonna lose some heroes with this configuration as currently is.
Do you need me to take another one?
Probably.
Okay.
At least 1.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're all the same, honestly. I'll take the king spider, I guess, just for kicks.
Well, because it does 1 more damage, which is
okay.
All right. So, but we're gonna do some damage here. That's all that really matters. And if we die, we die.
If he dies, he dies.
That's right.
Shadow card out.
Got my shadow cards? All right. So what are you doing first?
Well, definitely Elroy here against the Ungoliant spawn. So let's see what happens. Please be gentle. Please be gentle. It is gentle. Nothing. Thank you. He survives.
All right. So he attacks for 5. You block for 3 because your buddy-in-law is over here.
Yep.
Now this one attacks you, I'm assuming undefended?
No, I'll block.
What? Dude, you got so much life.
Well, I have to deal 3 damage to one of these guys.
Yeah.
I don't think that's worth it, because...
For 2 extra damage? I guess we don't have to worry about questing next turn. So we'll have all of our guys just...
I see we're relearning the lesson to not overcommit to things with the OP decks. Yes, you're right, Kate. You're right. Hey. No, because otherwise I take the damage undefended straight down to 1 character.
That's fine.
Let's see what happens.
Wimp.
Nothing.
3 damage he would have been still alive. It would have been fine. I'm
Yeah,
taking
I worried about the
undefended damage, by
undefended
the way.
ability.
And look at my health. I'm still taking undefended damage. Peter doesn't care. Peter doesn't defend against spiders. So I am going to defend against the first one, though, with a sentinel. So he's attacking for 2. I defend for 2. And nothing. Second one attacks, undefended. Boom, boom. 2 damage. Up to 3. There we go. They all have 4 health. They're fine. Totally fine. It's just a flesh wound. It's nothing. Nothing to see here. Seriously. Okay. So did you already take your damage? All that stuff?
A little damage. Yep.
I mean, my Gondor Ranger could have done something. Oh, he did not. He did get his resource. But instead, he's gonna.
You got a resource.
Actually, no. I should have defended with him. Because he's only doing 1 damage to these spiders. Oh, by the way, this one should have taken damage when it came into play. Oh, so should
No. I checked it out because it's when it's revealed it takes damage. We were adding them to the deck to play, so
got it. All right, so never mind. But yeah, this one should have defended.
Damage, Peter. Force Spider gets +1. Yes, Force Spider does get +1 attack. Point.
He does. It does. Oh, because it's when it engages. Well, so I'm defending here anyway. Wait, I did just put the 3rd damage. Wait.
I lost track what you were doing.
Okay. My damage was like this. Or no, she had 0 damage on her. Oh no, she did. That's right, because it said when your exhausted characters take 1 damage. So that character took a damage. I'm defending here. So it's 1, 2, 3 damage across the board here. I'm defending here. They attack for 3. I defend for 2, so I take 1 damage. And it has to go on this character, right? The one that defended?
Yeah.
All right, because otherwise the 3 damage would have killed one of my characters. So I'm definitely defending, and it doesn't make sense. He only does 1, and it's not ranged. So, yeah. So that's... I have picked a thing, and I am doing it. All right, so now we're just attacking this 1 spider, right? And calling it a day?
Sure. So I got 3. You got 1?
2 more?
Like? 2 more. So 5 minus 2, so it takes 3 damage.
Oh, right, because you don't have your character anymore.
Give me the token. Thank you. Go up. Why cannot make this thing work? Oh, got like, what the heck? It's like lagging.
Yeah. It's definitely lagging tonight.
Okay. Somehow this is glorious chaos. Yes, Kate, it really is. It really is.
Wait, so how much damage do we do to this thing?
Just 3, not 6.
Okay. Wait, what does Kate say?
Okay.
Somehow this is glorious chaos. What do you mean somehow? Clearly, Kate has never watched a Friday night with me before. Like our Marvel Champions games, now you know what Terrence goes through literally every week. By the way, last time I looked at the Islanders Carolina game, it was 1-1. Islanders are winning 5-1 now. Something happened when I turned away. It's okay. I'm an Islanders fan, so this is a good thing. Yeah. So no reason for me to be distracted anymore. All right. So we don't have to worry about the path right now. So we did the fighting step. So now it's the refresh step. Ready. And that's it, right?
Yep. And increase your threat.
Oh, and increase threat by 1. But ink.
And we do next round.
Wait, would that spider have had to engage us this round? Yeah, because you had 32 threat.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh. You're like Terrence. A man ahead of his time. I think I'm spending 4 on this ranged archer, this ranger over here. After you play from your hand, choose an enemy, engage with a player, deal X damage to that enemy, where X is the number of rangers you control. That's 3 damage. Right to the spider's face? What do you think?
That's amazing.
Or should I kill this spider so you don't take the damage?
Do you have infighting? No, you don't have infighting anymore.
I mean, I since I don't have to quest, I do have plenty of characters to defend with.
Yeah.
Although they will all die, by the way. Just as a point of fact. Well, no, they're only getting attacked for 2, so they won't die. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I'm putting my ranger in play because it's hilarious. All right. So 1 and 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Deal X damage to an enemy where X is the number of ranged characters you control. So that's 1, 2, 3. So 3 ranged characters.
So 3 more on this big bad guy.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can take someone else out too as an option. It's up to you.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Why are you worried about dying?
His last words, everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Like, I see no problems here.
We're going to show you how you lose in the very first quest in Lord of the Rings. Just wait.
Exhaust a weapon attached to a hero after your hero attacks. Yeah, I got all these do stuff with weapons, and I don't have any weapons. It's fine. That is also fine. Everything is fine. I do have a healer in my hand, so if I don't die, I can heal myself at some point.
Ooh, I have a healer. I can get a healer this turn too. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Everything is awesome.
Okay, so you done playing your stuff?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm gonna play Stand and Fight.
That's right.
Action.
Yes, we will.
Choose an ally with printed cost of X in any player's discard pile. Put the ally into play under my control. So it could be any player's discard. Yours or mine.
I don't think I got anybody good in there. I have one card, and it's the tree people.
I'm gonna make this 0, and I'm gonna grab Irith. Woohoo! So this is the healer we needed.
I mean, speak for yourself. I don't need healer.
Spend 1 resource, lore resource, to exhaust her, then heal 3 points of damage on any character. And anybody can do that, which is nice.
Wait. Oh, you have to exhaust her, though.
You have to exhaust her, yeah.
I do have a lore. So you want me to spend it to heal myself? I'll spend it. It doesn't have to be to heal me. You decide who you're healing. Go ahead. I spent the resource.
Yeah. Well, you got 3 damage to these guys. You can heal one of those 3 guys. Whoever you want. Actually, don't do it yet. Let's wait for the quest. No, we'll do it. That's fine. We'll do it now. Go ahead. Heal 3.
All right. I like him because he gets resources. All right. This guy.
And then
he got to die, Talon. Stupid dwarves.
I'm going to discard a card to make something cheaper. And I'm going to play the Aragon Survivor. That's cost 1 resource. So let's get off him. There we go.
By the way, I'm not worried about my dwarf because he's a natural sprinter. So he can.
That's right.
Dwarves, they're built for speed.
This one's interesting because when my hand's empty, it gets +1 to its stats. So,
I mean, isn't your hand always empty? Oh no, you're not going to be able to empty it this turn, though.
I could make it empty. I could discard that technically. Does it make sense too?
I mean, you're sure, not going to play it, right?
Why not?
So you're
I don't play it normally.
You're allowed to discard cards at any point in this game?
No. I can save myself a resource, basically. I can discard resource to reduce its cost.
Got it.
I'm just going to discard an extra resource, reduce it further. So
now, if we're worried about threat at all, I guess we probably should commit this person to the quest who doesn't care because they don't exhaust, right?
Yeah, and this one doesn't exhaust right now either, so...
So we got 5 points on the quest?
We have 6 points on the quest.
Why 6?
+1 for him.
He's +1 stats. That's right. Nice.
That's okay for now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, it seems good. All right, so we're 6 to their 0 because I don't think I'm.
Are you going to send Talon?
I mean, I need to block this.
I have to. I'm just asking.
I want to kill some stuff. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, we take some threat, right? Everything's fine.
I can boost someone, so we probably will be okay, honestly.
We're definitely okay. Hey, look, it's a king spider. When revealed, each player must choose and exhaust the character they control. Well, there you have it. I'm not going to exhaust my ranger this time. I'll exhaust this one. Oh, if he takes the damage, though, that'll be bad. Exhaust this one. It's fine. Everything's fine. Why do you think there's problems?
Awesome.
So that's 2 threat. And when revealed, each player discards all event cards in their hand. But it's only 2. So those 4 quest points do absolutely nothing, though, right? Hey, I got a weapon. When did I get a weapon? How did I draw a card? What happened there?
I don't know.
I drew a card at the beginning of my turn. I never looked at it.
You got to look at your hand.
remember how I said I didn't have any? I was so excited to play that one ally. I never even bothered to look. Yeah, so there are my 2 events. 5 events. I got a weapon. Good news.
Well, we definitely quested through that, so we're fine. And then nothing to travel to.
So are you going to take the king spider, or do you want me to take the king spider?
Let's see.
How much blocking do you have? I can block my 2.
I'm going to chump this guy and block this one.
So can you not handle the 3rd one? It's fine. I'll engage it.
I could do it, but I'm trying to figure out. I want to maximize my damage onto the big guy.
Well, don't forget I got 2 ranged characters, so I can add 4 damage to you.
Oh yeah, then I can block the other guy. I can block him. That's fine.
Well, I'll engage it because then I get a resource.
Are you sure you can manage for 3?
No, I'm not sure, but that's what makes it fun.
Yes, okay, help me, guys watching.
Actually, I can't. I can definitely not manage the 3. By the way, in case anybody was wondering, the odds of me living through this with all of my characters is 0. But
then let him. I can take it. It's fine. It's fine.
I got it. I got it. It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't look. Do not look at the man behind the screen. It's fine. All right. Okay. So this is how you play Lord of the Rings, everybody.
Oh gosh.
So if this is your first time watching, all games devolve this way. All right. So I got 3 in front of me. All right.
Magic.
So the first one does 2 damage. That's all right. I'm not even going to defend that. That's fine. You just come at me, bro. Come at me. Nothing. 2 damage. Boom, boom. Mr. Exhausted Man laying down on the job. Yeah, that's what you get for laying down in this house. All right. 2 more damage. I'm going to block that over here. Why? Because he has 2 defense. It's fine. Everything is fine. Shadow. Attack enemy gets +1, +3 instead if the attack is undefended. Well, that's no longer fine. You're dead.
You lost it? Oh.
So Thalen dies. With that +1 attack, that makes it 3 attack to my 2 defense. So 1 gets through. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. All right, so we got a defender of Nath over here. He's going to defend for 2, and he's getting attacked for 3, but that's also fine because he has 2 life, so he takes 1 damage. Defender Nath defended beautifully.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good news. So I only lost 1 hero this game. Wait till next game when we play the harder scenario. All right.
That's right. R.I.P. Thalen. Exactly, Kate. Let's do the Ungoliant spawn with the survivor here.
Yep.
He joined the wrong battle, I guess. See what it is. Attack enemy is +1. So, yeah, he's totally dead. Super dead.
Super dead.
And this other one, I will...
Defend here? 3 defense? Against...
Well, I'm tempted.
Oh, but the problem is if he dies... What was that? Yeah, let's kill another hero.
Because all we have to do is kill this guy, right? And I would have 3...
kill Galadriel.
5... Okay, we'll kill off Aristor.
Wait, no. Kill off Galadriel, because we're trying to deliver a message to her, and if she's already dead, then we don't have to deliver the message anymore.
That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna have you draw a card and drop your threat just before she dies. So
drop my threat by 1?
Drop your threat by 1 and draw a card.
Everything. I got the tree people.
You got tree people. That's awesome. Okay, and then we'll take this undefended because 3 attack and she's dead.
Yay! Galadriel's dead. See, now we win the mission because we don't have to deliver anything anymore.
That's right, because she's not in the game.
So when these 2, when she's dead, these 2 go to your discard, I assume?
Yeah, they go to discard. Yeah, that's true.
All right, so now you have seen how you were supposed to play the first scenario of Lord of the Rings. I got 4 attack for you though. 2 attack ranged, 2 attack
3,
ranged,
4,
2 attack
5,
ranged. I do 6.
Attack.
I do 6. How many do you do?
I have 6 as well.
So we do 12 damage to this spider. So 2 defense, that's 10 more damage, up to 16. Against his 9 life, we shot the crap out of the spider. Spider dead, officially. And that is how you play Lord of the Rings, people.
I guess. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have to lose the heroes, but that's fine. It's fine.
Everything is fine. All right. So if you enjoyed that, wait, there's more. We're going to actually play a harder scenario with these same exact decks. So, I mean, how many heroes can we lose here? I don't know.
Kate. To everyone watching later, this is not how you should play Lord of the Rings.
So I only have 29 threat at the beginning of the game. Let's do that.
Oh gosh.
Let's place this. We're gonna place scenario 2. I will say though, we played standard. It's not like we played easy. That was like standard mission 1.
True.
Which is supposed to be like the easiest mission by far you'll ever see in any game of Lord of the Rings ever. But
it is a super easy mission, yes. And we lost heroes anyway, so go figure.
We only lost 2 heroes there, Steve. Like, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why you see issues with us losing 2 heroes. So now that we've gotten past the spiders, we're going to the river, emerging from Mirkwood Forest with an urgent message for Lady Galadriel, who's still with us, by the way. She's back.
She took a break. She's back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Why are we delivering this message? Galadriel's with us. You know what it was? It's like a sealed envelope, and it says "Do not open until you get to wherever." And then on the inside is another envelope that says "For Lady Galadriel." So she's carrying this envelope with her the whole time. Not even know. Yep. We made her the envelope carrier too. So she's
of course,
carrying this, and she's following the directions. It said "Do not open until you get back to your home or whatever." So she's just following directions. That's all it is.
That's right.
Emerging from Mirkwood Forest with an urgent message for Lady Galadriel. You must now make your way south along the Anduin River in order to reach the Forest of Lorien. As you leave the forest behind, you notice that you're being pursued and thus quicken your pace. Well, that's okay. I get dwarves. They're natural sprinters. Setup. Each player reveals a card from the top of the encounter deck and adds it to their staging area. So do we do that before or after we draw our starting hands and all that?
I forget the exact order. I don't think it... I think you draw your starting hand, and then you draw...
Hey, I got a weapon.
You draw your hand in the mulligan, then you do the setup, I think.
All right, I got a weapon this time, which is good. I think I'm going to keep the weapon.
Gosh.
Hey, I got a healer. Maybe I should save her this time. Exhaust this person to look at the top card of the encounter deck. That seems useful.
That's good.
Oh, and this person's Sibian, so I can do that and the tree people to, like, do some good stuff here. And now Foe Hammer makes sense because I will have a weapon. So I'll be able to draw 3 cards. Combat, exhaust a weapon, attach to a hero, choose an enemy engaged with you, deal 2 damage to the enemy. Look at that! I got some weapon dealing stuff, so I'm definitely keeping this starting hand. Are you happy with yours?
Nope, I don't. I'm gonna mulligan.
Nope, I don't. All right, well, I'll be first player. I'm gonna draw a
card. Oh gosh, what did it do? Oh, that's cool. I like that. That was an accident, but I'm keeping it.
How did you do that?
Apparently you press a number on the playmat to change the artwork.
Is that number 1?
That was number 6, I think, because I missed clicking on the deck. So.
Well, here you go. I'm gonna be cowering. No, I'm not gonna be cowering. Oh, yeah. There's a dragon. It's not really a dragon, but yeah. I am no man. I know
exactly.
That. I remember that. All right. Is there? If I hit L, will that now lock it? Oh no, that now unlocked it. Bad. Abort.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, where are all my things? No, I lost all my trackers. Son of a gun. I lost everything. It's all gone. What did you do? Hold on. You go under, you dog. All right, it's fine. Just because I
Are you
don't.
like on top of something? What are you on top of? I'm so confused.
Well, so there used to be counters here, right? I mean, they still buttons. Yours are just cooler looking. I could probably
Yeah.
grab. Look, here we go.
There you go. There you go.
It's fine. See,
I
nothing
apologize,
happened.
but this is one of those chaotic streams. So
Again, Friday night. It's Friday night. There
that's
is
right.
usually more drinking, and I'm not really doing any of that tonight. All right. So we just revealed 2 cards from the top of the deck. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Why don't you
Hopefully
have
one
57
before.
cards? I feel like you should have more. 1 revealed. Remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card.
Boom.
Nothing.
Boom.
If there are fewer than 4 progress tokens, remove all the progress tokens. Yep, they're all removed. See ya.
That's a perfect card.
Oh, and it's a sniper. During the encounter phase, players cannot optionally engage the sniper if there are other enemies in the staging area. If the goblin sniper is in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, each player deals 1 point of damage to 1 character they control. And it's 48. So we can engage it, and it won't engage us.
Okay.
That seems not wonderful, but I have something I can do. Haha! I got
You can totally snipe him.
air galled, so in 2 turns I could kill it. Which is what I shall do. Oh, hold on. You know what I forgot to put in front of my characters? Hold on, let's do this.
You're anticipating the damage.
let's start out with this.
Also, Kate says, "Do you need a threat dial?"
Oh, I don't have a threat dial.
No, it must be underneath the mat.
Oh, that didn't work. Son of a gun. Hold on. I'm gonna unlock yours, copy it, paste it.
There we go.
I'm gonna lock it again. It's fine. Nothing just happened. You imagined all of that. Everything is fine. I even have damage counters in front of my guys because we know what's about to happen. All right. So first thing we do is add resources to all of our characters and draw a card. This time I will look at the card that I draw. Oh, I already drew a card, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I had already drawn Feint. Choose an enemy engaged with player. Enemy cannot attack players this phase. I'm going to shuffle that because I didn't see it, but it's fine. Again, everything is fine. All right, so we are doing our questing phase. Requesting questing. I'm going to quest over here.
Oh wait, did you planning already?
Yeah, I drew a card and... Oh, no. I don't want more cards in front of me. Why would I want cards in front of me, you say?
That's what I'm saying. Like, hold on.
So I kind of want my dagger to go to my ranger, but it's kind of wasted in this situation. But I can still exhaust it for these events, right? Where it says exhaust a weapon attached to a hero you control. Doesn't matter if she's
you can do that.
exhausted, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend a red to put that.
I mean, you could put that on someone else too if you really wanted to.
Well, but she's ranged, so she can help like everywhere, right?
Yes.
And then,
and the nice thing about it is if you look at the ability, you drop the threat equal to the attack that Argalad has.
Now, the threat on here is only 2, which is fine, but later she'll be able to drop more threat. Yep.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to spend my green, because who needs a healer? I'm not taking damage, to put...
Oh, hold on. We forgot to finish setup.
Wait.
We got to flip the card.
Oh. So we need 8. As you approach the location of a small raft stashed on the riverbank, a fearsome hill troll emerges from behind a group of rocks and attacks. 1 revealed. Search the encounter deck for 1 hill troll if 1 is not already in play and place it in staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Huh.
Hill troll sucks.
It's fine. Everything... Why don't people believe me when I say it's fine? Just because we lost characters on scenario 1 does not mean everything's not fine here. Excess combat damage dealt by the troll. Those dealt beyond the remaining hit points of the character must be assigned to increase your threat. Oh, you have 30 threat. That's that seems like a you problem.
I got a solution. We got a solution. We're okay. We're okay.
Well, so the other option is instead of hurting this dude this turn, I can attack with you. With
No,
my
no, he won't engage us this turn. We should be okay.
He won't engage. Oh, don't forget I have feint. Choose an enemy engaged with a player. That enemy cannot attack that player's phase. So
yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay.
I mean,
because honestly, we want to build up a little bit before we deal with him, and I can drop my threat, so we'll be okay.
Oh, but only by one, right?
I have another card in my hand.
Everything is awesome. All right, cool. All right, well, I played my cards out.
Okay, so then I want to get, of course, this card out to the sea. Let's use it here. I also want to get the Light of Valinor. There. And...
wow, you got both of those again, turn one.
Yep. Let's go and play down Emery. Emery's interesting. Discard a top 3 cards of your deck to put her into play from your hand. But if I reveal anything that's not a spirit card, she gets discarded. So let's see if I get lucky. 1 spirit, 2 spirit, 3 spirit. I get her. Sweet.
You sound surprised. I would assume you built the deck so it doesn't have much that isn't spirit, right?
Well, it doesn't matter if she gets in play because the whole point of this deck is I want to get through my deck as fast as possible.
Got it.
So I don't mind. She's really there just to get the 3 cards on my deck. Okay, I would love to have played another card.
Well, can't you use this to lower the cost of somebody? Like this?
Can, but I don't have a resource match to make it work. Oh, no, this one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot to play this one. You're right. So then I can discard 2 cards. No, I don't have a resource match.
Oh. Yeah, you need a green. What could you play?
Oh, no. Maybe it does work. What does it say? X card and reduce the next another ally plays face by X. Does that work with stand and fight? No, it's printed cost of X. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. So the only thing I can do is I could play this card.
No reason not to.
This card, it's really good, but it's also risky. So what it is, it's guarded. So if I play it, it actually goes up in the staging area and reveal an enemy or location. This becomes attached to it. When we defeat when we clear the location and defeat the enemy, then this comes into play.
So wait, we're bringing something into play to attach this to, and then when we kill it, we get it?
That's right. It's kind of like loot. Yeah.
I mean, it's an extra resource and 2 more, but we bring another enemy in. Well, we don't have to worry about the troll this turn, and this guy won't engage us, so right now we don't have any enemies, right? Engaging us?
Correct. So we haven't added more threat, though. That's the only downside.
It's fine. I can't use her. Everything is fine. Why? It's
okay.
Fine.
Okay, he said we're doing it. We're doing it. It's happening.
So what do we just keep drawing things until an enemy comes
out? Reveal the next card. Yep. Let's see if it's... Nope, not that one.
So do we discard it?
Could discard it, yep.
Does anything happen if you go through their deck?
No, you shuffle it. Actually, those are great cards to get rid of. Ah, crap.
No, I can kill it. I will kill it next turn.
Okay. But right. That is it. And okay, I played all my stuff.
So I'm now exhausting my character as an action. So there are action windows, right? I guess at any point here. So as we're committing, or during the planning phase, at any point I can do this action. So I'm going to do this action, and that will put 1 damage on Homie G over here. Because I get rid of the 2 threat, so they do have 2 threat on the board.
2 + 1, they have 3 threat on the board. Yeah, double sniper sucks, Kate. I know. I know.
It's fine. I have Ergold here. It'll take a minute, but he'll get rid of him. Oh, because we're going to take 2 damage at the end of the round.
We are.
Because they have 48 threat, and they're definitely not coming. So we each take... It's fine. We have healer. Oh, I have a healer. At some point, I will save up for the healer. That is
okay, so we're questing right now, right?
Yes. Are you reducing your threat? Didn't you say you needed to do that?
Well, when we quest, yes.
Oh, when we quest, you're going to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So they got 3 threat. I'm definitely committing him for 1. Do I commit this one? Probably not, right?
Probably not.
Not. Well, if I could exhaust this one and then do the tree people thing.
You could.
You want to do that?
Good.
Yeah. So I'm committing 2 to the quest.
I don't think those words mean what you think they mean.
Which words are we talking about? Oh, we're
I think he's
fine.
talking about your
Everything's fine. Yes. I mean, the
Okay, so you're
Islanders
looking
won.
like
I'm feeling good. It's a good night. Today was a good day.
Okay, so we'll go with Emery. She's free to quest, and then of course Círdan. So he's 4.
So you got a total of
So
5?
I have 5. 5. You have 1, so it's 6.
No, I had
That's
2.
probably not
So
enough.
it's 7. Do you want me to quest with him too then?
Not yet. Hold on. I'm going to also play my Elrond's Council. If you control a unique Noldor character, give another character +1 threat, or +1, sorry, threat, +1 willpower to the end of the phase. So I'll give it to Círdan. That's another +1. And the nice thing is I drop my threat by 3.
All right. So how many are you committing? 5.
So 5, 6, and I could do more. You're doing 1, so I count 7 out there now.
No, I'm doing 2. You keep saying 1, but I'm sorry. These 2.
7. Yeah. Oh, you're sending him too?
That's what I was saying, and then I treat people them.
Oh, I thought you were exhausting him for the ability. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. So 8.
Exhaust him. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We don't need to look at it.
No, we don't need to. You're good. You're
so
good.
yeah.
So 8 to 3. I can send a little bit more.
Now, if I get rid of him right now,
I'll do 2 more.
How are you doing 2 more? Oh.
With Airstore, I'm just send quest with him like normal.
So, if I get rid of him right now, do we lose his questing?
Yes.
So I have to wait till the end of the quest phase to do the tree people.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
I mean, the other alternative is you could have exhausted him, look at the top card, return him back into your hand, and then get a new ally out, and then quest with that one instead.
Which is probably going to be better, but we could get screwed, and I could not have an ally in the top 5 cards of my deck.
Correct. Correct.
So I'm not doing that. I'll take the 1. So we are adding 1 threat here. Forced. If Banks of Anduin leaves play, return it to the top of the encounter deck instead of placing it in discard pile. That's not bad.
Love that card.
Yeah, because that's just a garbage card coming back over and over again. If revealed, deal 1 damage to each character controlled by each player with a threat of 35 or higher. None of us. Wow. All right. See? Everything is fine. What did I say? All fine. So I assume so first things first, there's a 6 difference. Right? Because they're 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 6 difference. So we move 6 spaces down this trail. And then are we going to quest to here?
I would suggest it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it seems good.
Now, because you did that, I get a free guy. Whoop, whoop. Look at this guy. Curious Brandybuck. His response says, after you travel to a location, put him into play from your hand under any player's control.
Nice. I mean,
now the downside is when we explore that, he goes away. So, it's free.
Yeah, it's a free 2 threat removal. Unfortunately, he will have to exhaust.
Yeah,
because it won't be the turn he came in play.
Correct.
Everything is awesome. All right.
I'm going to help you out as well. I'm going to exhaust Galadriel to drop your threat, and you can draw a card.
All right. So now that phase is over, I'm going to do
engagement, which
the tree people, right?
Oh yeah, you can do tree people if you want, sure.
So tree people says return a Sylvian ally you control to your hand. Badink. Look at the top 5 cards, and what do I put into play for Sylvian ally?
Yep.
That's Gondor.
There you go. There's 1.
I mean, seems good because they cost. Oh, a healer! Hold on.
That's not a healer, but that's okay.
Put that ally into play so you don't reveal it. Oh, I got 2 of these. After enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand. I got a ranged person over here with 3 attack. After they enter play, choose an enemy. That enemy gets -2 armor, which isn't great now, but it's not terrible. Or do I get a defender to deal with that orc? What do you think?
I
Ranged
don't
character, right?
think we need to work with the hill troll yet, honestly, unless you disagree.
Marksman Mandalorian? 3 range
My
damage?
my thought is go ahead and grab the minstrel and maybe find another tree of people. I thought.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I don't know if I have any more in my deck. I assume I do.
I think you have 3. I think you have 3.
So now I shuffle those back in before I look at the next 5, I assume?
Right. Yep.
1,
Grab any event.
2, 3,
Here's one.
4,
Ooh, that's a really good one.
5. All right, so let's see what these 2 events are. This one's free, which I like. After Sylvian ally you control or return him to your hand, deal 1 damage to each enemy engaged with that player. Choose a player. That player searches the top 5 cards of their deck for a card, adds it to their hand, and shuffles the deck. Then the players as a group may spend 3 resources to have that player search their deck for another card, add it to their hand, and shuffle the deck. Well, I don't have any of those resources, but basically it tutors 5 cards to get whatever any of those into your hand, right?
Exactly.
Seems good. Is there a hand limit? I can't remember.
Hand limit.
What was that?
No hand limit in this game.
Okay. Well, I've got...
It's funny because when Arkham Horror came out, I demoed it when it was a preview. And so I sat down at the table, FFG at Gen Con, and I was talking to the person running this, and then we were talking about like the rules of Arkham, like, oh yeah, and you have a hand limit of this stuff. And I'm like, is there a hand limit in Arkham because of Lord of the Rings? And he's like, yes, there is. So... Because you can literally have your whole deck in your hand in this game. It's very possible to do.
Can you engage the troll? I know we did something to make it so you didn't have to engage stuff, but I can make it so he can't attack. And then I've got a ranged character to help kill it. Oh no, that's not my ranged character. Never mind. I can't help you. So no, we should not engage it.
Yeah, I
should have probably brought the archer in instead of this one, honestly.
If you wanted to engage him, the other archer would have been better, yes.
Yeah, because that would have been 3 damage at range, which seems good.
I think we're okay, because I dropped your threat for a reason, so this way we got a few more rounds before we...
Got to deal with the troll? Yeah, I mean, it's only 1 threat, so we're good. All right, so we're done?
We're done except for the snipers.
So we did the engagement step, we did the attack step, so when do they attack?
Don't attack because they're not engaging us.
The goblin is in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, which we are at the end of, because we didn't engage, so that needs 48 to engage. This one needs 30. We're under both of those, so nothing engages us. So, but we do take 1 damage each, twice.
That's right.
We'll do 1 over here, and 1 over here. All right. I need more green mana, by the way.
Yeah, that's a mana starved a little bit for that. Mm-hmm.
So
okay,
all right. So end of that round. So we ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah, these characters are just doing nothing because you can't really do damage to stuff in the middle. All right.
No, I can't.
So
raise your threat, get your resources, and draw your cards.
Raise my threat, get my resources. Draw my card. I will look at it. Oh! So, can I have multiple weapons on her?
Yes, there's no limited number of weapons you can have, with the exception of the restricted keyword. You can only have 2 restricted keywords on a single character.
Got it. So that is very much similar to Marvel Champions.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I'm going to... Do I save my green resource, or do I put this person into... Do I save it for the healer is the question.
I don't know.
That's fine. We'll put. Oh,
I
you're
don't
first
know.
player
We
this
forgot
turn
to play
though.
that one. I guess I'm first player, huh? So.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get Nenya out. Nenya
Ninja
business.
business. Yes, ninja business.
Let's spend this resource for that. So this will give her both blue and green spheres, and then this lets me use her willpower finally. That's nice.
Yep.
Now the other question is, can I or should I play the other guy? I think I should.
Why wouldn't you? It's 2 free
I agree.
questing, and he's
I
half of
agree.
Wonder Twin powered activate.
Wonder Twin powers activate. So discard these 2 cards, drop it to a 1 cost, and play him for 1 lore resource, which will be here. Oops, wrong
Right,
way.
and
There
you
we
can
go.
have this Galadriel will be the one to get the extra resource because you could use it for either
Good.
type. Seems
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
All right. So, and on my turn, I think I played the dagger. Who do I want to be my killer? Well, he'll probably be questing a lot, so I'm gonna add the dagger to him. Attach characters to deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy when I become the defender. Seems good.
Hey, Bunston. Nice to see you here. Yeah, he mentions, Thalen everyone down, and then Spear of Citadel plus Gondorian Spearmen. Enemies with less than 2 health auto die, which is exactly right.
Yeah, I
We have
did
the-
that in my my playtest. I don't have a spearman in my hand, but that is a great combo because
It is an awesome combo. It's so fun. So
2 damage before they even attack. Yep, and I am gonna put this ally in play because I'm not as smart as the rest of you who probably have better ideas than that.
Or screaming like the screen. No, don't do it! Don't do it!
All right, so yeah, I just fill my board with chumpy allies. That's my that's what I do. Okay, so why don't you decide what you're questing with?
Quest here, and obviously quest with Círdan. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Add
Not yet. We'll do 8 for now.
8, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I will do 3. Oh, and I'm reducing this person and killing the spearman. So
oh, if you do that before, I can add +2. It's amazing.
Yes. So Archer dead. So our threat we're going against is 3.
So that's actually 6. 2 more. So hold on. Let me recount this. So 6.
Oh,
6,
and he's getting an extra resource.
8, 9, 10. I have 10.
It seems like I probably don't have to add anything, but I'm adding 1.
Yeah, just him is good. So
Just him. Just so I can do damage to stuff that comes in, right?
and the nice thing about Galadriel's ability, it's a quest action. So after the cards get revealed, I can choose to boost someone at that point.
Well, actually, there's no reason not to add this missed person, so I'll add a second one, right?
Unless you want a chump blocker.
Oh, she can still chump even with 0 defense?
Yes. Yep.
Huh. I do like to chump. All right, so I'm just adding the 1. We're at 11 because we only need 2 more. Oh, +3, so we need 5 more than them. Yeah, I'm gonna.
We don't need to get through here though. It doesn't matter because we have to defeat the hill troll before we can progress. So
that is a valid point. Well, I'll still do it.
I would not worry about it honestly because I have +4 willpower just sitting here. Worst case scenario.
Oh, you could decide afterward after we see
after
what
the
threat
fact.
comes up. Oh,
Yep.
that seems good. All right. So reveal 2. Everything is awesome. All right, so that's 1 more.
Hate that one.
There's 6 threat to get through. When faced with
Yeah,
the
no, you
option
have
to
to travel
travel,
through it.
well, oh yeah, we probably will. Oh, here's another one.
Oh, sweet.
Is this another put on top?
It is another pawn top. Yep.
So
I love the chaos. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks. So
wait,
there's
the chaos. What is the chaos? Is that me? Are you referring to me? Am I the chaos?
Thanks, Al. Yeah, so 5 threads what I count.
Okay, so 6 total.
5 to 11.
Yep. So we do 3.
Yep,
4,
and another
5, 6.
3.
So we're past this, but we're not allowed to advance while the hill troll is in play. We have to travel to this location.
Correct. Also, my Curious Brandybuck is now leaving play. He's done being curious.
Now, does that go to your discard or?
No, he goes on the bottom of my deck. So it says force. When the active location is explored, place him on the bottom of its owner's deck. So he'll be back later, hopefully.
All right, so we're going to be at 4 threat for the future. Well, at least with what's in front of us now. And we need to get through 6 to get through this stupidity.
Okay.
So we're still not forced to engage anything.
Correct.
And I guess we don't, right?
Correct. I'm going to Galadriel you, so you can drop your threat and draw a card.
Ooh. I got Legolas.
Ooh.
After Legolas participates in an attack and destroys an enemy, draw a card. And that'll be good for Hill Troll killing. So are we just going to sit here for a bit because you're going to lower your threat next turn? And then,
I think so. We can do one more turn. Yeah.
And then just like build up Legolas and the boys?
Yeah, we just got to get some cards out and play. Unless you think we're ready for it now, but I don't.
Nah,
I'm not confident.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll build up for my healer. I won't even play a card next turn. Look at that. Since there's no hand limit, I'm gonna save up for my healer. I'm gonna find a way. Oh, I'm gonna take a damage right now from the stupid archer, right?
Yes,
Boink.
That's correct.
Yep. So I'm spreading my damage, so that way when my healer comes in, she'll literally heal 1 from everybody. Look at you putting it on your chumpers.
Yep.
Heroes is the way to go. All heroes, all the time.
Spotting a giant hill troll is able to satisfy the curiosity of even a Brandybuck. That's right. It's like, oh, that's not a hill troll. I'm good. I'm going back home.
Nice. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. He's like, oh, that's a troll. No bueno. All right. So we're not doing anything with our characters again, right?
I don't think so.
No, actually, I am. As an action, I'm going to look at the top card so I can see that it's the Banks of Anduin. Oh, it's not.
It should be the Banks, right?
Oh, but I'm an idiot and discarded it. So
just
whatever.
Shuffle that and put it back on top. Yeah.
I don't even know what that was. I was joking. Good thing I was joking because otherwise it would not have been on top and I would have been very sad. All right. So we ready everything up?
Yep.
Now there should be a ready button. I mean, there might be. I destroyed my playmat. I mean, no, I didn't. By the way, that means there's a trash can somewhere in the middle here. Like you have. That I might just trash something randomly as I put it over there. Speaking of chaos. Everything is awesome. All right, I get to draw another card. Oh, I get an archer. That's a +2 range attack. Not engaged with you. Oh, I could kill this dude. I could kill this archer. I think I do that, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Right?
How? I'm curious.
What?
How are you going to do it?
You ready? So you've drawn your card and done everything?
Yeah. Yep, you can do your planning phase.
1-2. Put the archer in play. She does 1 damage to somebody not in front of me. And then I exhaust this to reduce the threat of this, which does another damage. Bink, bink. 2 damage. Dead.
Got him.
Right?
Got him.
Yeah, that's why this deck... So that's what I said. I wanted a deck that like did damage to not in front of myself. That was the whole purpose of my deck. So I looked it up. It was one of the top 5 like most liked decks. So it's not a new one on Hall of Heroes DB or Hall of Rings.
Rings DB.
Rings DB. So yes.
Oh wait, shouldn't your threat be at 29 by the way?
You lowered it and I never raised it back up. So by cheating, no, it should not be.
You're good.
Yes. It definitely should be. All right. And then I'm saving this to do some other stuff. All right. So what are you doing?
I am going to discard a card to make the things cheaper to play Aragon Survivor for 1. And we'll spend the resource here, I guess. Actually, it doesn't make sense. We'll spend it here. Okay. And then I'm going to spend 2 to play Nenya.
Nenya.
Narya, sorry. I read Nenya.
Yeah, you already got Nenya. Nenya business.
Yep.
And Naria. Naria.
Actually, the nice thing about this is your Heat the Dream. I can now have the resource for it, which is kind of cool.
Wait, what does this do? Attached to Shipwright or Gandalf. Attached character gains that resource icon. Exhaust Naria and attach character to choose and ready up to 2 allies. Each of those allies gets +1. Oh, but you also have to exhaust Naria and the attached character. So that's the jobbing. Oh,
and that's why I have this card on him. So.
Right. But that also means you can't defend or attack with them.
Right. Yeah. Generally, the point of this one is to try to get the brothers out, and this readies and boosts up the brothers, so they get nice.
Oh, yeah, that seems good.
But technically, it's any 2 allies, which means yours as well.
So my allies count?
Oh yeah, I can boost your allies, give them more attack and everything. So your rangers, oh yeah.
Well, so are you going to exhaust Galadriel to lower your threat, or are we just going to take on this?
I think I have to, unless you disagree. Actually, no. I have a threat lower card in my hand. We're good. We're good.
Oh my gosh, you're going to lower it by 3, so we could literally delay this troll like 20 more turns.
Well, the nice thing about delaying is you can start pinging him, right? Right?
Yes. I mean, when
I think that makes sense.
Well, hold on. Yes.
But
so hold on. Wait, what's Legolas do? Yeah, I mean, it's just 3 more ranged attack, so I will get Legolas next turn. And my healer. Oh, I can't look at it over this middle board. Oh. I wonder if we could change the middle board. Nope. All right. Chaos finished. All right, so you're going to play this card?
All right, yeah. I have to do the questing phase, though.
Okay, so we're in questing phase. So I'm committing 1 character. I mean,
this guy's going to be...
Do you want me to commit anybody else?
2... Get rid of this. So this will be a +1. So he's 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 right now.
Plus my 1 is 10.
Yep.
I helped.
Dude, do we need more? That's probably enough, I think.
I'm the master quester.
Oh, this is 6. Dang it. Okay.
Do you want me to send more? Dude, more. I got literally 2 more people that really don't do a whole lot. So there's 2 more.
I'll send Illidan as well. So add another 2. Okay.
So out of the 14, I contributed 3, and I'm going to take full responsibility for all the greatness that just happened.
I can still add more later, so we'll see what happens.
By the way, they're only at 2, in case you're wondering. We're going to blow this out, because this is a 1 also.
Wait, is it only 2? Oh, I can come, but we have to go through 6 here, right?
Yeah.
Am I overestimating?
I mean, it's 2, and this is going to be a 1, so it's going to be 3.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the banks. That's right. That's the banks.
Frozen. Yeah. So that's 1. But ink.
Yep.
And this one, Shadows of the Past. Drink. Oh, God.
Oh, no. It is Shadows of the Past.
That is definitely Shadows of the Past. Holy moly. We got a second hill troll. Are you effing kidding me?
Oh,
wow. All right, everybody drink for that. That is definitely a Shadows of the Past Friday night moment.
You called it, man. You called it.
I did not realize there was a second hill troll in that deck. That is some bull Maduki right there is what that is. Oh, so now we have to cheese it as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yes. She's rooting against us, I think.
All right, so they have 4 threat. Yeah. So we had 2 stupid snipers, and now we have 2 stupid hill trolls. Like, this is out of control. Like, I'm blaming you, Terrence, and your name is Steve, I'm well aware, but I'm calling you Terrence because this is a Terrence moment right here, where some bull Maduki comes up because I'm playing with Terrence, and it's Friday night. Maybe the problem's me. It's me.
No.
Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. 6, 7, 8,
so
9,
that gets
10.
weird. And you get 4 in there. Yep, perfect. Yep.
See, you did not expect to get Taylor Swift tonight, but you did. You
Did not. Did not.
You got Peter Swift is really what you get. I assume we're questing or going to this.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have you drop your threat and draw a card.
You don't say. Hey, another archer. So we will once this troll comes out, we will have some options for slaying.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, Kate's like, come on, see if your deck's a super OP for this. You can handle it. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I don't have much combat,
also have feint. So when we pull a troll, we can pull a troll at some point here. I mean, let me get my 2 archers out first.
Okay.
So not this turn, but next turn, let's pull. And I can't afford Legolas in 2 turns. Unless I pull something in front of me. Hopefully there's an enemy here I can pull.
Okay. We got some options though.
Oh, we already did our 2 cards. So there are no enemies to pull.
No. We can option engage one right now. But...
No, we cannot. I'm not optionally engaging a hill troll to get 1 resource. I'm all set, thanks. Hey, you know what would be a great idea? Oh! Why didn't the chat catch this one?
Yep.
One image.
Right. He's correct.
Chat, where were you on that one? Y'all are there laughing at us making stupid mistakes, but you forgot my Thalen over here is the sprinter of dwarves that comes out and damn it, he went up. He said, "Ha ha, pink! Run away! Run away!"
Run away! Oh gosh, this is too great.
Okay. All right. So we are done here. So we ready everything up.
We're done.
We increase our threat. I didn't forget this time. And then we're done. Now, I will get my resources. I can now pay for my healer. Draw a card. Oh, I have a bow of Galador.
What was that?
Garceros Rim. Galdrim.
Oh, Galadrium. Yes.
I have that too. Yes. By the way, in case you were wondering, I got both of those things. I got all of them. All right. So you were first player, so I will not skip you.
Yeah. So I can do this. Discard 2 cards. You reduce the cost to 1 to play his. Just kidding. Just kidding. I can't play that one.
Why?
That's already in play. I thought that was the other one. I got excited. But what I'm going to
discard him now to pay for something else. Oh no, you don't even have anything else.
I'm going to discard 2 resources. And I'm going to give you unexpected courage. You are welcome.
Attached to a hero. Exhausted. Oh, that seems good.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's really good because now I can plink them twice. I can plink each of them, right? Or plink and then attack.
Right, I'll give you some options there. And I'm trying to think, can I play this guy to replace him? I can't remember.
I mean,
kind of want to.
All right, chat, where are you? Somebody let us know.
I forget. Can you play? Yeah, in chat. Remind me. Can you play a unique character that is already unique in play if you discard the previous one?
What you're saying is you have nothing to do right now. You have Narnia over here.
I already have it in play. I can't play another
everything in play. Wait, is that a unique ring?
Yeah, it's unique.
Oh, it's one of the Elven rings.
Yeah, it is.
By the way, we got Booston out here that says second troll just stepped onto Thalen like a Lego.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, let's be honest. He did not step on me. I ran away, bravely ran away, like Sir Robin.
Yeah, they say they don't think so. And I kind of agree with that. I don't think I can either, but I'm just asking. So.
Yeah, no, everybody's saying I don't think so in the chat, which means...
It's an Arkham thing. Gotcha, Kate.
3 people in a row said I don't think so. So that's a no.
We'll leave it as is.
Look at you trying to Terrence it up. make some like plays out of nowhere that nobody's like expects. All right, so I play stuff now. All right, so I'm gonna pay 2 resources to put an archer into play. Guess what happens when they come into play? Plink a damage. Plink another one on that troll. Now I do have another weapon, but I don't need it right now. All right, so I'm gonna exhaust to plink another damage here, and lower their threat. So they only have 2 threat on the board right now, by the way. Now if I ready myself, which I will, obviously. Exhaust. So could I plink the same one?
You could. You can also wait to see what pops up and then choose 2. You don't have to do it right now.
Wait, can I do that at any point?
You can do it. So you can do it during any action window. So for example, my recommendation is reveal 1 card per player from the deck, and then you got a chance to do actions after that.
Oh.
This is an action.
Yep. So I can not only plink the character, I can also remove their threat.
Exactly. Because we don't resolve that until after you're done with actions anyway. So, yep.
Look at that. It's like you've played this game before.
A few times.
I played this game a few times as well, but I really mean a few times. Like, the funny thing is, I bought this game when it first came out, but I bought 1 starter set and like tried to take on. I played the first 2 scenarios, these 2 plus the third one, which you won't see tonight. But yeah, the third scenario didn't go well, Steve. I don't know why.
No, I can't imagine why I wouldn't.
with one starter deck, which is what you used to buy.
Right.
Solo at that. Like multiplayer, it wasn't even 2-player. It was solo. Yeah.
I think 4-player you have a chance, but 1-player, no way. No way.
1-player, you're losing one of your 2 characters, or one of your 3, like for the first half of the scenario.
Yes.
Which seems not great. And there wasn't 4-player. Remember when you first bought it? It was a 2-player game.
Oh, you're right. It was only marked as 2 players.
Out of the original core. I think if you bought 2 cores, which I didn't, I think you might have been able to play 4-player. I don't remember that.
I think you're right.
And that's before they came up with like easy mode and stuff. Also.
Yeah.
Like, because I just bought literally 1 starter, and like one of the 3 missions was unplayable. I say unplayable. We played it quite a bit and kept getting our butts kicked. And we're like, what are we doing wrong? Yeah, what we're doing wrong is playing the game. We're playing that third scenario with like starter decks.
Yeah, it's ridiculously challenging.
Yeah. All right. So, I played all that I'm gonna play. So let's quest.
Okay. Okay. I'll do most of the heavy questing, I think. So 6.
So Kate said yes, 2 cores made 4-player possible, and Ryan concurred with that. But yeah, no, that was back in the day. Like, I don't remember how long ago this game came out, but like I remember the convention I was at specifically when we were playing this, and with Jerry, who's a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and he like after we played that 3rd mission, he's like, yeah, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm doing 8.
So you're adding 8?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna add 1 at least, right?
Yeah, definitely do Alan. And I can add more after the fact. I mean, you still use
I still think there's no reason not to add this one, because I got this jobber to.
Sure. Do
you want to look at the top card of the deck? Would that instead of questing? I mean, I feel like that's stupid. I feel like I'd rather just quest or chump with you.
I would do it at the end of the round if he's ready.
No, at the end of the round, this is going to be the top card.
Oh yeah, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, so I'm adding 2 myself. So did you add them?
I didn't touch that at all.
How much did you add? Do you remember?
I did 8, I believe. Let me double check.
Oh, because I said 1 for mine, but I added a second one. All right, so it's 10 to 2 right now.
That's correct.
All right. 3 more, which I can't get rid of. Oh, 1 reveal. Deal 1 damage to each character controlled by a player with 35 threat or higher. That is no one.
That's right.
That's just like a, hey, you're sucking already. Let's suck it more, sucker.
This was teaching you to stay underneath a certain threat level. So it was teaching about threat management.
All right. So I'm gonna exhaust again to add another damage here.
I like it. I think we can kill him, honestly.
Oh, or do we engage him? And I don't do that because don't forget I'm ranged.
Yeah, I think I could jump block, honestly.
So you're gonna
my
pull
threat's
him?
gonna go up if I do that.
Do you want to pull this one or the fully healthy one? Which one do you think we can kill?
Well, oh no, you have feint. You have feint. That's right.
Yeah, we can kill it. You don't have to. Or yeah, you don't have to take any damage if you don't want. And I can add
think we can
6.
maybe one shot one of these guys. Honestly,
I have 6. How much do you have? You have to have enough.
because I can give you guys +2 attack. Honestly, so these guys could be 3 each.
Dude, I got 6 damage here.
Yeah,
at range.
at range.
2,
Yeah, that's what I'm
4,
thinking.
6. You put them in front of you. So what do they got? 9 life. And how much armor?
You can kill
3?
the full life guy.
Oh, that's 12. I only had 6. But you said you could give me plus 2
my
each?
suggestion is do another damage to this guy while you can with Arglad.
Okay. Well, then I can't do 6. Then I only do 4.
Oh, because I can boost these up for you. You're good.
So the 4 is going to be enough? They have 3 armor, don't forget.
Oh, he is what at?
He's at 12.
12. Because you have feint, right? Feint.
Yeah,
Yes, you
yeah.
do.
But I can do 6. And if you boost my guys to plus 2 each, then I do 12.
I should be saying 12. 12 to his 9. 10, yeah, you can do by yourself.
At range. But the question is, do we
Range.
put it in front of you, and then I can only do 8? You give me my guys plus 2 each? I do 8. Can you do the other 4 with all these characters? Can you do 4 damage? You have to be able to, right? 2, 4.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter who you engage with, right? Because if he engages you,
Nope.
you still get the bonus.
No. My point being, I can
Go
only
ahead.
do 8. You
1,
need
2,
to do
3,
4.
4, 7, 8. Yes.
You need to do 4 if I'm going to take off one more life from this dude. Right? So I can't do all 12 myself.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but with your feint, we can take out the full health guy.
Now the question is, do you have a chumper? Well, that would be better, or do we wait till later and then chump it later?
The problem with the chumper is that you read his text. It says that any damage dealt beyond the remaining hit points that the guy attacks is threat.
Yep. All right. So, was threat? Who cares about threat?
Yeah, so it counts as threat. So my threat would go up quite a bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
So we're pulling this person in front of you. I'm fainting. By the way, I will not be able to play Legolas next turn.
I think we're okay.
So you engaged.
You're fainting. We still give the shadow card.
I was supposed to exhaust this to do another damage here. We said it was.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay, so feint does nothing. We can reveal this. Doesn't matter. You would get bonus, but
wait, does it skip the round? So do you draw a card?
Still give him a shadow card, but he doesn't do anything. Yep.
Can it?
Because the order of operations is down here. It is.
Yep.
Deal shadow cards to each enemy, and then you resolve the attacks.
Got it. So, but you wouldn't attack. Got it. All right. So I'm doing 2, 4 right now. Now you said you have a card that boosts me.
Yep. So then I could do 2, 3, 4, and this can boost your guys and give them +1 attacks.
So they did 4.
You don't have to drop them again. They're already attacked, but that's fine.
Wait, they did 4 plus another 5, right?
No, they're doing
4 plus
6?
another 3 each. So 4 plus another 6. They do 10.
No, you can't attack the same enemy twice with the same character.
Oh.
So basically they're ready, but they attack with 3 attack each.
Wait.
Make sense?
No. So what does the card say?
says exhausted and attached
But they
characters. So I'm
had to be
exhausting.
exhausted to begin with.
They don't have to be exhausted, but they can be. But regardless, they're going to get +1 to their attacks.
All right, so they're doing 3 each. So they're doing 6 total. They're not
Exactly,
ready
6.
though because this had to be done first to give them the +1. So then they exhaust to attack. So they do.
No, because you can attack with them, and then I could ready them and then give them the +1. They don't have to be exhausted to attack. Their attack is happening regardless, so they could be ready. It doesn't matter in this case though. So
that doesn't.
but yeah, so 6.
We'll have to figure that out later. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, we could talk through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We need 2 more.
Wait, no, 9, 10.
Wait, you didn't count these 2. So I'm 6.
I had the exhaustion
7, 8,
for this effect.
9, 10. Oh. All right, so I
don't have
didn't do
enough,
the
so
1
you
more
would
damage.
not-
I didn't do the 1
Yeah,
more
you would
damage.
not do that, and then we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake mentioned that too. So they retain the +1 attack when they are ready. So you can attack with them. I can boost them, and they can be ready, but they're still attacking with +1.
That seems so weird. So even though I already attacked, you don't add their attack value until the end of the phase.
So how it works is you declare your attackers.
Right, they're
You
attacking.
exhaust them.
Yep.
But after you exhaust them, there's a player action window. During that action window, I can ready them and boost them up, and then we determine combat damage.
That is so weird to me. All right, I mean I get it, but wow. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep.
That is. This is why this game like wrecked my mind when I first played it. Because like
there's a lot of nuance for sure.
Yeah, that like I get it now. Makes total sense, but like logically doesn't make sense in my brain. Which, to be fair, you've seen my brain after the first game. It was not. It's not. It's not like my brain is the end all be all of good decision making. All right.
But the nice thing is this thing's dead. So
yeah. So good news. That was 12 damage. After all that.
But it doesn't go here.
Oh, is it a victory?
Victory points, yes.
4 victory points. Boom.
Out of the game.
And we have 4 victory points. Hold on.
Gonna do some fancy. Oh. What is that? Chess pieces?
That's more than 4, but there you go. we have all the victory points. Yay! Victory points.
What? Okay, giant victory points. Got it.
Get over here, victory point. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. I guess she'll die. All right, so we have 4 victory points. Yay!
Yeah. But whenever you get a chance, you do have to resolve the quest immediately. So now we have to, even though we're in combat, we move on.
No, you lied.
Oh, just kidding. I can't read.
We have another hill troll in play, by the way.
You are correct.
Shadows of the past. Correct. You are wrong, sir. You are incorrect. I don't know how many ways you could be wrong, but we just found a new one.
Found a new one. All right, raise our threats.
Oh, I'm up to 30.
You're up to 30, yep. Oh, I'm 29, sorry. And then you get this thing. Help you with your threat one more turn, looks like.
Yep. All right. So at the end of the round, I raise my threat. So now I get resource. Oh, why didn't I put my healer in? I feel like an idiot. I got so excited by shooting that thing that like I totally spaced on putting my healer in play. It's fine. I still have the resources to put my healer in play this turn. But yeah. We're all now dumber for seeing that. In case anyone was wondering.
We're dumber for seeing that.
We are like that was really, really bad. All right, so I just drew a Roomdill to go along with my Legolas. So yeah, after Roomdill from your hand, choose an enemy engaged with the player, deal X damage to that enemy, where X is the number of range characters you control. That's a lot. I'm gonna be able to shoot something for a lot at some point during
Can
the
you
game.
kill this thing?
No, it has to be engaged with somebody first of all.
Yeah, if I engage it.
I don't have enough resources. Is the problem?
Oh, you don't have a way to play it
Yeah,
offhand. Okay, never mind.
I'm too
Yeah.
short. But
Okay.
if you lower my threat for one more turn, next turn I can play it and. Oh well, no, because when I'd be able to play it would be before you'd be able to engage it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, but if you engage it, I could kill it this turn with my ranged.
Yes, I would have to chump block, but I can do that.
I mean, I could poke a damage on it before it comes down too.
The other thing, this is another mention. I do have another unexpected courage.
What is that?
If you want it.
Wait, could you put it on the same character?
You can. It's not restricted.
Oh my gosh! So I could do 3 damage here, and then
Yeah, we can kill it without even engaging it.
Next turn I could kill it without engaging it.
You want to do that?
I mean, it seems good.
Okay. I'll play that for you.
You're not first player, so
Fine.
Hold your horses. Speaking of horses,
Okay. Like Ryan's comment, for that I award you no point, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That's right.
Yes, you got the reference.
yes. All right. So I'm not going to use any of my red mana, but I'm going to play my healer. So
Ooh, nice.
After the healer enters play, choose a player and heal 1 from each of their characters. Like I've been holding on to this like 1 damage since the beginning, like for that moment of like triumph. Should I do Heed the Dream and like just look at 5 cards and I got the mana. Why not? So I look at the top 5 cards in my deck. I mean, a green card wouldn't be bad for next turn. Move any number of damage from one enemy to another. Could be useful at some point. Oh, I got another dagger? Like I'm just Captain Dagger over here?
Well, remember, 2 restricted. That's the only thing that matters.
Oh, I do have a Spearman, which seems good. Oh, there's another... Oh, here's the thing. If I put it with a Spearman, which that's the 2 damage automatically. Draw 3 cards. Oh, wait.
Don't expect the second unexpected courage. Nice, Bunston.
Wait, what did I miss?
Oh, Bunston mentioning no one expects the second unexpected courage.
I mean, I would hope not. It's not expected.
That's right, exactly.
They're very unexpectedly courageous. All right, so I think I'm done. I've spent my mana, whatever it's called, influence, whatever. I am done.
Okay, so let me spend 2 here, and you get your second unexpected courage, because this is hilarious.
I expected the first one. I did
You
not.
expected the first one.
I did not expect the second.
I'm going to play a Wild Stallion for my second card here.
Settle down. Settle down with your Wild Stallions.
So when I'm planning, I can attach it to an ally I control and it gets boosted to its stats, which is pretty nice.
I mean, or it just does it on its own, right?
Or exactly, yeah. But the nice thing is, the point of this is I give the stallions to the brothers, and then I can ready them with Nenya.
Or you could ready them with Unexpected Courage if you were soloing and didn't want to give it to my character.
Yeah, or correct. Yeah, the Unexpected Courage is in here for Galadriel, so I can use her ability to draw more cards and reduce threat.
And reduce threat more? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because that way I can keep the threat stable, but honestly, it's more fun seeing you snipe things from the staging area. So.
Speaking of stables, you have a Wild Stallion, which doesn't belong in a stable because it's wild. By the way, do you know the Wild Stallions reference? Do you know what that's from?
No.
Wild Stallions! Does that help?
Oh, you mean Bill and Ted?
Bill and Ted's. That's right. That was the name of their band, the Wild Stallions.
Yep.
So there you go. 69, dude. All right. So when you do have 2 cards left in your hand, you do anything with those, or?
Well, I can get a attachment from the discard pile. I looked, and there's nothing really worthwhile to grab. So
how about? So you're gonna play Brandy Buck then? with your ring?
No, the whole point of Brandy Buck is to put them into play for free.
For free. That's right.
Yeah.
When we engage a thing.
Yeah, when we travel, I'll give them for free.
All right. So I am going to add the threat of the hill troll because I have not yet reduced it. So we are at 5.
Okay.
And then we got strong bad over here, or stronghold. I'm sorry, bad stronghold. Travel. The first player must discard 2 cards at random. Well, that's not great.
First player or any player?
It says the first player. That's not great because if I lose Rummel over here, I'm not going to be happy. Although it doesn't really matter.
I can easily do that my next turn. So.
All right. So where are we at?
Okay, so questioning. What are you gonna send?
1, 2. 3. I mean, how many chumpers do I need? Just 1 is fine, right? So 3. I think it's just 3 points as well. Yep. I'm super helpful.
I'm sending 9.
So 12. I mean, we only have to get rid of 3 here. Like, I'm not that worried about it. And I can reduce threat by at least 1.
Right.
From them and probably more. All right. So 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is awesome.
Oh, crap.
Well, that just happened. All right. So this dude's dead.
Oh, we lose the threat or the willpower for that one.
Oh, we lose those willpowers as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So -2 from me. You still good? You still holding strong?
Yep.
Oh, this stupid thing again.
I hate that thing.
I mean, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. So it's just 1 more threat.
It's annoying. Yeah.
So we do have enough to do this. But am I poking this guy or are we pulling him?
We don't have to engage him. We can kill him now because there's no enemies popped out. So might as
well. I'm gonna do 2 automatically, which reduces threat by 1. Because I can keep readying them, and they can only attack the same enemy once, right? So.
Well, you can only attack the same enemy once, but you can do the action as much as you want.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm doing the action twice and readying him twice, and he can still shoot as part of the action.
Correct.
So poked him twice. Now he's down to 4 life, which again would be enough to kill him with Rummel if we waited a turn.
I'm just letting you figure out when you want to kill him. So
I mean, honestly, I could just do a 3rd damage here, and then next turn I could do the same thing, 3 damage.
Are you at 30 threat right now? Do I have to drop your threat?
You would have to drop my threat if we don't want him to poke me in the pokey spots.
I can do that. You want me to do that for you?
I mean, seems like a good idea, right?
Okay, there you go. You got a draw card. Yep.
Hey, I got another archer.
You're looking good.
I feel like, honestly, we just sit 1 more turn and I poke him 1 more time. And next turn I can poke him 3 times. And he'll be dead without ever engaging him.
Exactly.
I mean, seems good. But actually, we should have completed this quest first. We're just at the end of the questing phase now. Complete that quest. So this one goes in. And we're
my curious Brandy Buck.
Oh, yes.
And I think we're on to nothing else, right? Yeah.
So we're at 5 still. Threat next turn. And nothing came in play, so yep. All right, so we ready and add threat?
Yes.
Everything is awesome.
Now we definitely have to deal with him. Well, maybe. Because I can't keep our threats down any longer.
So Ryan says, I absolutely love the creative ways you can play this game. Bill and Ted, Bill S. Preston Esquire, and Ted Theodore Logan, Wild Stallions. Right. So we're adding things to our thing. We're drawing a card.
First player, huh?
I have another feint, by the way. So
Oh, perfect.
if
I don't think we
well,
need it. Actually,
we
I
don't
got the
need it
third.
for this job, and actually we don't need it at all because I'm gonna bring Rummel in if there is anything worth killing, and I'm gonna kill it for 4 damage,
That's
like
amazing.
ignoring armor, like just 4 damage.
That's
Bye.
amazing. We're
Oh no no
okay. So
no! I can't do that though because it's got to be during so it'd have to survive a combat round.
okay, so I'm going to play another stallion.
Wild stallions.
Wild stallions. Go 2 for that one. I'm gonna play another Aragorn Survivor, so another 2 resources there. I'll play my Ireth for free. It's the healer.
Oh.
And I'm going to attach this one to Elor. Who's this guy? Oh, Dan, yeah.
All right, I'm spending the resource exhauster.
Oh, you want to do that? Okay. Well, are you sure? I got resources.
Heal Elodin. No, I have no green cards in my hand. Literally 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Cool.
heal.
Healed. Sweet.
Yep.
And I am good. You're up.
I mean, you have been good this game. I'll give you that. Last game you were a piece of garbage. All right. So do I just put Aragorn in or Legolas?
Yeah, totally.
Or do I just put like a Sentinel in or something like that?
Get the card draw.
Well, it's not a card draw if they don't kill anything. The problem is then I won't be able to play Rummel next turn. Although I feel Rummel's good, but not. It's got to be engaged with someone else.
Yeah, we don't need him right now.
Right, but the problem is if I play Legolas now, I'm using all my red resources.
True. You have to wait 2 turns. Yep.
It's fine. Legolas is awesome. Legolas will shoot you in the face. Legolas is awesome. All right, so I'm just gonna not even looking at anything else. I'm just gonna 3 times kill this troll.
It's fine. Take him out.
So
and then
that means we get to
happens.
Right, progress immediately, which gives us a chance. So what you're saying is we got a chance to go.
There's a chance.
Like more than one stage here, because this is we've been sitting here for a while on the stupid banks of the river. To the river. So this goes away.
Yep.
Actually, there's a trash can right here. Goodbye card. Big card in a little trash can. Anduin Passage. After defeating the troll, you are able to board the raft and embark upon a river voyage. As you depart, your enemies pursue, harassing the small vessel as you attempt to navigate the river. Don't be messing with my vessel. As your enemies harass the raft, it is difficult to maintain balance and effectively fight them off. Reveal 1 additional card from the encounter deck each quest phase. Do not make engagement checks during the encounter phase. Each player may still optionally engage 1 enemy per encounter phase. So in other words, because we're on a raft, they're not engaging us, right? Is that what I'm reading out of there? All right. So we're going to have to reveal 3 cards, though. Uno.
Yes.
Dos.
Did we finish do the math for questing?
Trace. No, none of the math is right. All right, so we're at 4 now. And I can't do anything to reduce it with my 1 character because he used all of his unexpected courage. Let's be honest, he was like sniping. That was like unexpected sniping is really what that was, to take out a troll. Okay, so I'm definitely questing. You're questing first, by the way.
16.
You're questing 16?
Yep.
Are you sure? That's it?
Yep.
Why don't you be useful? I, on the other hand, am questing 2.
I got more in the tank to do if we need to as well.
Oh, so. By the way, oh no, this character wasn't exhausted last time. That's right, because I chose afterward to do the 3rd exhaust. Oh, so I saved.
It's okay to do now. It's fine. I think it's okay.
So I did 2. So we're up to 18. You and I combined with all our adding are at 18. I'm just saying. I'm not saying who did the most work, the most heavy lifting. I'm just saying together we did 18. Let's not worry
Hey, you're
about.
killing all the dudes, so
Let's
well,
not worry
fine.
about semantics here. Who did the 16 and who did the 2? Oh, Wolf Rider. Guess what? You take a damage, and you get a damage, and you get a damage.
Also, Surge.
So that means draw another one.
Yep.
So they do not engage us.
That's correct.
They're not going to engage us.
Oh.
Oh, wait. But that does add 1. And this is going to add 1. It's a
Annoying.
flock of seagulls. Oh, it's another Surge?
Yep.
Why is this annoying?
This is another Surge. I hate... Also, it goes back in the counter deck. Keeps coming out.
Yeah.
It's an annoying one.
Well,
no. It stays out. You're good. You're good.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, you killed it.
I killed it.
Oh, hold on. Actually, you don't get the Surge card. Because you killed the card as soon as it pops out.
Everything is awesome.
That's the one of few reasons Surge doesn't trigger.
Oh, okay. So Surge triggers after all effects happen.
Surge triggers after Thalen's damage.
All right. So I just shot the Feast of Crows in the face.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not ranged, but I shot them. So that's the thing.
Yeah, Jake. Then Thalen does kill before Surge. I agree with you on that one. Kate also agrees.
Boink boink. Well, good news. None of these engage us.
You're doing work over there.
I mean, I just poked them all in the face.
So we got 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 threats. Count out there.
Yeah. So I didn't add the 2 for this last one. So wait, it's 1 plus 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yep, 9 to 18, so 9. That's gonna clear this one, and we got 3 left over.
Oh. So 6 here, and 3 left over.
Brandy Buck's gone again.
I see your math, and I raise you more math. Well, I could kill these 2 effers next turn with just poking damage.
Yeah, do we want to engage one of these?
I mean, I do have 2 rangers sitting here ready to shoot.
Well, hold on. First we have to travel, I guess. Which one do you want to travel to? Am I first player? I'm first player.
So you decide.
You must discard 2 cards. I don't have 2 cards. That sucks. I guess we'll go to Banks.
I mean, it'll just put it on top, right? So that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Everything is awesome.
Which of these do you want to take out?
I mean, I have 2 rangers, like I said. So I'm 4 damage in addition to whatever you have. Do you have enough to defend it?
Still often engage 1, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Each player can still engage 1. Yeah.
I mean, I could theoretically do 3 if I pull 1 myself, but I don't really have anything to block. Oh, I lied. I can shoot for 7 points of damage. So
Grief.
if you just tank, I can kill.
I can tank. Yeah. Who do you want to tank?
I mean, this guy, right? Like, if we're taking something out, if I literally have 7 points of damage, like, why wouldn't we take out the big one?
I get 2 shadow cards, looks like.
Well, hold on. The question is, do I take the warg?
You can snipe those guys so easily.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
I kill both of these next turn by sniping.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah.
I'll take 2. Okay. I will block with Emery. He's a good sacrifice.
Okay. Yeah, don't exhaust the heal, the health.
That's true. All right, let's see what the shadow effects are.
So, first one, choose and discard 1 attachment from the defending character.
Ah! Nothing on the defending character.
All right, and then nothing. So
she dies. Did her job.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. Who was that? I already forgot.
Diablo kills the Warfighter just by blocking. Oh, he does.
Oh, my dude?
Yeah, you can take the Wolfrider and just block with Mablon.
Yep, I'll optionally engage.
Good call, Bunsen.
Thank you for reminding us.
Definitely get a shadow card.
He gets a shadow card, but yeah, after attached character is declared as defender, declare you as a defender, deal 1 damage to the attacking character, boom, dead before that card even resolves.
Ooh. Ooh, good card to get rid of. Good card to get rid of.
Another Shadows of the Past.
Yeah, Necromancer's Reach. Okay, so then we got this guy to
thank
deal
you.
with.
Who is that from the chat?
That's Bunston.
Thanks, Bunston.
Okay, so
totally forgot I had a dagger or spear. That looks like a dagger. Like, why did they just show the tip? Yeah. Anyway,
short one, I think. Yeah.
All right. So you don't even need to attack the thing that's engaged with you. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and Legolas is part of the killing blow, so I get to draw a card.
Boom. Draw a card.
Boom, boom, boom. Legolas drew himself. And that's why he is an artist extraordinaire. He can draw himself.
Oh, and you get resource. That's right. Good call. Thank you, Bunston.
Oh, yes. And for engaging, I get a resource, which I haven't done in like 2 games.
Why not draw another card and drop your threat again?
Threat goes down, cards come up. I just got another marksman of Lorien.
I mean, I'm not milling my deck. That's okay.
By the way, I can put the marksman in play as well. So that's just because I get that extra resource. So every turn I'm getting 3. I can put 2 marksmen in over the next 2 turns as long as I keep engaging things. Yeah, all right. This has gotten to the point of very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, I say.
Next round.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards I'm unexhausting because that's a thing. I do increase my threat by 1, and I do add resources now, and I draw a card. Because why not get another archer, which is 2 more range damage? Like, oh god.
Got what I needed finally. That's good.
So
you are star power.
All right, we should work on. Why don't you quest better?
Why not quest better? Okay, I'll try to fix that.
Yeah, I mean, we only had 18 last turn. Like, that seems to be a problem. I mean, I'm going to kill this dude. So let's just... I'm going to put 3 here. Well, we're not even to that phase. But yes, I'm definitely...
I mean, you can do it now if you wanted, but then whatever you want.
No.
You can see what popped up, though.
Well, we're to the playing cards portion of this game, right?
Yes.
All right. So, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Does anything need to be healed? Probably not.
No, we're good.
With your healer? Yeah. I have the resource, because I still don't have any green cards. Apparently this deck does not have many green cards. Just the healer. Alright. So I'm where I am. I am done, because I have no more red resources.
I'm going to spend 1 resource here to play the Song of Travel on Airstore. So this will give him the Spirit resource icon. So now all my guys produce blue.
Seems good.
And now,
did you make this deck yourself, or did you net deck it?
Not yet. I'm gonna try to get a free Emery. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Oh, doesn't work. That's okay. Totally fine.
No, did you make this deck from scratch yourself?
What's that?
Did you make this deck yourself?
Yes, I did.
It's cool. I like it.
I'm going to discard this to reduce the cost by 1. I need 2 resources to play this, which I have over here. So I'll get rid of these 2. Oops, wrong way.
I mean,
and now I got the twins in play.
Yes.
And I'm going to give them both the mounts. So they are ready to go.
Mounted twins?
Mounted twins, exactly.
Twins, mount up.
And I'm pretty happy with that.
Is it
pretty happy with that.
We need to rename them Bill and Ted because they're part of the Wild Stallion.
So one cool thing about these 2 cards is the artwork. It's actually one piece of artwork. In fact, you can see, is this part of his? This is his cloak right here in this picture. So
okay,
it's pretty cool. Anyway, all right.
I mean, you know why they do that to some degree is you only have to pay the artist for 1 piece of work they're using on 2 cards. Shh! Don't tell anybody because people always think that's cool, but it's cool for the publisher too. Pay less money.
That's true.
Publishers love that. All right. Oh, so I'm killing the warg. Let's start with that because we're to the questing phase, right?
Yes, unless you want to wait for things to pop up first.
Well, no, I don't. I'm gonna kill the warg because I don't like the warg. The warg annoys me.
There's 2 of your exhaust, right?
You're right though. Actually, let me do it once, just to remove his threat. Because I can always
It's not
engage
bad
it.
because if he's at 1 health and then you engage him,
I
you
engage
kill
it
him
and
anyway.
I kill it with dirtbag over here, or
Yeah.
mabag, mob
I'm long.
All right.
5 cards left in my deck. I'm almost there.
All right. So what are we questing with? So I got 1, 2. Do I go with Legolas? I think I do at this point. I got 7 range without Legolas. 3. I am adding 3 points. How many are you adding? I mean, I could add 2 more if I don't chump with or block with.
13, 15?
15 plus my 3 is still 18. You did less than last turn. Wait, is that including Galadriel or no?
It's not.
Did you not include her last turn?
I didn't, but I don't think it made a difference. Yeah, we only had 3 on here anyway, so.
Oh, we could have gotten up to 7.
That's true. We could have. I should have done that.
So you reduced my threat though. Well, which is fine. It's another way of doing it. So we're at 18. We're at 18 to 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I still have 2 exhausts to remove threat if I need to.
That's right.
This is the forest. While Enchanted Stream is active location, players cannot draw cards. Well, then you won't be active, sir.
Oh, he sucks.
So Chieftain comes out and takes the damage.
Yep.
Why does he suck?
After he attacks, you put a resource token on him, and his attack gets stronger and stronger each time.
He's never gonna attack. He's just gonna die in misery in the middle.
I love that.
First of all, I have faint, but second of all, he's just gonna die. Die, fool! When revealed, each player raises his threat by 1 for each character he controls that is not currently committed to the quest. That's bad.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me. Oh, which means
my cancellation this deck, so.
Which means he will engage me, by the way.
Nope, they don't make engagement checks.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Yep.
So I'm not going to poke him. I'm going to double poke the other dude. So this goes from 1 damage up to 3 damage.
Yep. And I only spaced. Then there's only 5 threats in the staging area,
correct.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, because both of the. But I. We're doing the questing now. So 5 to 18. We're up by 13. 3 goes here. And what's that? Another 10 on the main?
Yep. And so we're short. So how about I add 4? There we go.
Does that get us there?
That should give us over the top.
So
yep.
Wait, 10?
Yep. So we're at 13, but we're short. So I add 4 more. So that should do it.
Nice. Look at you. It's almost like you were useful there.
And I helped.
I mean, do you see all the questing I did there? Look how many characters I have exhausted. And this character is exhausted, like, to prevent 4 other threat from coming out, right? So, like, that was useful-ish. Ambush on the shore. Well, why does none of this sound good? Like, it's all like, oh, look at me, I'm ambushing. The ongoing harassment from the enemies has forced your raft to the shore, and you must now confront the ambush head-on. If you survive this attack, the path to the Golden Wood should be open before you. You know why we're going to the Golden Wood, Steve? Do you know? Do you remember the story?
Yes. To give a message to Lady Galadriel.
to meet up with Lady Galadriel, who, by the way, just so happens to be in our party.
Details is odd.
Theme, Steve. All right. When revealed, reveal 2 encounter cards per player and add them to the staging area. Skip the staging step on the next quest phase for the remainder of the game. Once there are no enemies in play, so we got to do 4 right away.
Yep.
And then we got to kill all this garbage. Now we don't have to get rid of these, right?
No, not necessarily. But
hold on. Oh, we didn't yet commit to one of these, correct?
Correct. We haven't traveled yet. We still have to resolve these first. Okay, the banks.
Well, we knew that.
Good.
You take a damage, and you take a damage, and you take a damage. When revealed, each player raises his threat by 1 for each character he controls not currently committed to the quest. Again.
Does that do anything?
1, 2. Why wouldn't it?
Hold on. Don't do anything yet. Let me think about this card. You raise your threat by 1 for each character not currently committed to the quest, because we're past the. No, we're still the quest committed time. Yeah, we are. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to raise my threat again by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
It's fine. Everything is fine, Steve. Everything is fine. What have I been saying? Oh, another location. So literally we got to kill these 3 jobbers. Right?
Yes. Kill those 3 guys and we win.
Okay. This one,
we want to travel?
I'm going to skip this one's attack. Oh, does it matter? I mean, sure. Pick the highest threat thing.
I think so.
Sure.
We had to raise our threat extra high.
Yeah,
that's okay. We'll be fine.
I mean, we don't have to finish this. Like, there's 0 threat on it. So we just literally have to kill these 3 jobbers.
I would like to engage an orc. I don't care which orc. Just any orc.
No. Why don't you engage this one?
Okay. That one.
Because I can shoot it, right? Oh.
Sure.
Oh. Wait, is that an orc?
Orc. Yep.
So, okay. So I'm going to engage this wolves. Because I'm going to kill that by defending it. So unfortunately, I'm first player, so I get this jobber.
Yes. No, because Yes.
Yep. All right.
We have to kill all these guys and we win.
Teenage dirtbag baby.
So shadow cards.
All right. So this is what we're doing. And when I say we, I mean me. This is what I'm doing. I'm playing Fate on your character, right? Or do you not care?
I don't care. I've got a blocker. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna play Feint on my card then, because I was just gonna do undefended, but I'll Feint. Because I get a resource when I engage somebody, which I did. So I'm feinting this one. So this, goodbye. Get out of here with that garbage. Then I'm blocking this one, which immediately kills it.
Nice.
You get out of here also with your garbage. Hey, guess what? I'm a warg. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm dead.
And then I got block over here, so I'll block with the twin here. So he's got 4 defense. So let's see what he got. It's +1, 4 attacks, there's 4 defense, nothing happens. 4
attack, 4 defense. Seems good.
He gets another resource, so he's going to get stronger, but that doesn't matter. He's probably going to die.
Oh, I can add 3. I mean, I could add more, but I can
have 3.
So that won't
I have 3 and I can read your guy.
Oh, yeah, no. 3's enough. I had 3.
3 and 3?
Plus your 3. Wait, where's your 3?
Yep. My 3, I just exhausted.
Wait,
dude,
he's
4 actually.
2 more. What are you talking about?
4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can do that guy too. That works. Yep.
Yeah, so he's way dead.
And he's victory points.
And then I've got these 2 archers here hit him for 4. He has 1 defense, which means also dead. And
Is that it?
My friends,
Is that it?
Lord of the Rings. So was that 6? Did you actually continually increase the turn? So was that actually 6 rounds? It felt like more than 6 rounds.
Close. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you forgot to do it at least a couple
times. I might have. It's close. I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to our. That's not right. Let's talk about Lord of the Rings. So, Steve, how long did you get in right from the beginning of Lord of the Rings?
I did not actually.
Okay.
I think I got in a year or 2 after. Something like that, yeah.
Now, were you a 3 core set person every expansion? Like, how?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're all.
Yeah, I have it all. In fact, Bunston on the chat, he's my buddy Jake, and he was the guy that we would play weekly or close to weekly. He was actually on West Coast, I was East Coast, but we made it work, and we played with webcams, and we played through basically the whole thing, every single quest until we won. We didn't quite finish the last ones, but it was kind of fun because we were playing them as they were releasing at some point. We were
Right.
catching up a little bit, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Cool. So Bunston did say there's a certain irony to Algrog using unexpected courage to safely poke the enemies in the staging area. I mean, that is very courageous to poke them from afar. Kate
Yeah,
says victory, and then she also says finish them. Bunston also says weekly. So yeah.
yeah, as much as we could. It wasn't every week, but it was. We tried. So
So Ryan says woo. Oh, hold on. I gotta give it. So for the Islanders and for the fans of Marvel Champion Friday Night, we gotta have a boom, boom, boom.
nice.
Yes. Victory is ours. Yeah, so I will I told you my story. I bought this, I think at a convention. I bought it. Full retail, of course. And then I only had one starter set. We played through the first two missions and we're kind of confused, thought it was kind of clunky. There was a lot of stuff going on. And then we played that third mission. Actually, we got frustrated with the second one too, because those hill trolls with just one starter set, playing with starter heroes was not easy even at the time. And again, there was no way to change difficulty level when this game first came out. So yeah, we got a little frustrated. I did buy most of the first wave, if not all of it, but I never bought more than one core box. So I was a little limited in how we could build. And I was never, and I'm still not much of a deck builder. So that is my first experience. So let's talk about the new revised core set, shall we? So if I'm getting in today, if I am buying, do you know what's in the revised core? Like, do you have to buy 3 still, or how does it work?
No, I think it's the same. I have to double check. It's been a while since I didn't look closely into it because at that point I already had the cores.
Right.
But to your point about playing with one core, because even though I got into the game later, I didn't buy anything until I played through the core set a bunch. In fact, I played with a single core for a while. I played the first quest and actually struggled on the first quest until it started understanding the nuance of the game. And then when I felt like I was comfortable being the first quest, I moved on to the second quest, and that was like, oh crap, how the heck do I deal with this? And
how do I
then
deal with a hill troll, right?
exactly. And then it was like, oh, there's this threat thing I can deal with, and it opens up options. There's a few combos in the course that you can leverage. And so then I had to mull, and I struggled and I mulled over, and I eventually conquered that one. And then the third quest was just difficult. Let's put it that way. So, but yeah, I played with the first one for a long time before buying other content. But at that point, it clicked for me, and I really enjoyed it because I came from Magic the Gathering. I love Magic the Gathering. I played that a lot growing up, but I don't like playing competitive a lot. And
when
so
you
this was
say growing up, it makes me feel old because I played in my senior year of high school is when Magic came out, and we played it a lot. But you said growing up. I feel like I wasn't growing up at my senior year of high school. And then we played it in college as well. So I feel like what you're saying is I'm a lot older than you. Is what I got out of that.
Well, maybe yes, yes. Kate says revised core has enough cards for 4 players, so that's the difference.
Okay, so does that mean 2 cores? So you have to still buy 2 of them to get everything you need to deck build?
I don't know if they changed the card count in there. If there's 3 of each card, I'm not sure.
Okay, because 3 of each is what you need to...
Yeah.
Because that's a max you could put in a deck.
Yeah.
So for 1 player, 3 of each is enough.
Yeah.
Well, so maybe I'll talk to Terrence about this, because Terrence reads up on everything. So in a couple of weeks, I'll probably play this with Terrence, because we got to get back to Marvel Champions next week. But in a couple of weeks, Terrence and I will probably play some Lord of the Rings, and we'll have a discussion about how to get into it. Not that I'm thinking about buying everything. Shut up, I am. But not everything, but like like where would I start? You know what I mean? So I'd like to have that discussion. So
So
hold on for a couple weeks, and you'll probably hear Terrence and I have that discussion because, well, Terrence, he is.
there, yeah, there's new scenarios out there. They came in the collector's edition of the game,
Okay.
and they were unique. They were specific to that. You at the time they were advertised. You couldn't get them anywhere else. But since then, they have released them as scenario packs. It's the Oath scenario pack, and I actually recommend those quests over the quests in the core set. I think they are better balanced. I would say not that these are like way out of whack. Well, the third one is. Let's put it that way. But it's a smoother transition into it the game than playing with these two.
Is the third quest in the core set still the hardest quest in the entire game?
No.
Okay, so there are harder ones.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, so like, I'm a Marvel Champions fan, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind super hard scenarios. I don't play them often, but like it lets you build super good decks, right? And gives you a challenge to put them up against. Because otherwise, you build this super cool deck, and it's like, well, I can never play it because I don't have anything to equal its brilliance or whatever. So I do think it's good to have super hard scenarios. I don't think it's a good idea to put them in your core box necessarily.
Agreed.
But
agreed.
And I'm surprised when they did the revised core that they kept that scenario the same. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't.
I think it is, but that's also the only place you can get that quest. So if they left it out, you would be down a quest, and everyone who bought it originally could still get it. So it makes sense to include it in there. But I'm with you. I think it was a weird choice to include it in the core. I suspect the decision was, hey, something very, very easy, and also something super, super hard. So now you got the range, right?
Right.
But
I don't even think they knew what they were doing. Let's be honest. Because when they designed this game, it was before they did any other LCGs, before anything else was out. I think they thought it was probably a good difficulty. They were wrong. They've been wrong before, and they'll be wrong again.
Right.
About where the difficulty was. So yeah, no, I get it. So what?
Yeah, it's
so
also a lot better with more players too, right? The third one you can do it with four people without too much difficulty.
Well, sure,
but
because
solo and 2-player.
It removes a entire hero from your set. So in solo, one out of your 3 heroes is just gone.
What's really funny is if you bring the Grey Wanderer deck into playing solo, the Grey Wanderer lets you play with a single hero, you immediately lose the game. So
nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so you wouldn't do that, obviously. So what were you saying all right, so revised core obviously is a place to start. Maybe 2. We don't know the answer to that yet. So then what quest pack did you say you should buy?
I will go for scenarios. I would do the Oath. It's the Oath, and I can't remember the second one, and that one is.
Well, hold on. We have it all. We have them all up here, by the way. So let's.
Oh, really?
Like,
nice.
Everything is available up here. So, what are we talking about here?
Okay. It is. Oh, these are fun. I like those.
So, are these actual packs you can buy?
Yes, these are packs you can buy. Yep. So the Wizard's Quest, the Woodland Realm, the Mines of Moria, and Escape from Khazad-dûm. These are build your own quests, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
So
how's that?
I enjoyed that for some variety. You can actually make a custom scenario to test your decks.
No, so all this is still available, because that's part of the problem with the game that's like, 10 years old or whatever now. Like, what can you go to your store and buy? Like, can I buy these online? Are they still in print? Like,
that's a tough one. This is a hard game to find, honestly, to buy at this point.
Unless you're doing the revised stuff,
right?
Because a revised core is out there now, right? And
yes, that's correct.
And so I was talking to Caleb, who's one of the designers, who's now working on Marvel Champions, and he also said that there was like hero packs similar to Marvel Champions heroes where you can get a pre-constructed deck that is decent, he said. now.
In this one,
I thought he said that for Lord of the Rings because he recommended I buy a single deck. He said it's one of his favorite decks, and it sounded like it fit my playstyle. Now I don't remember what deck it was. Terrence probably would. Um, but yeah, he's like, no, you should just go get this deck, and when you play with Terrence or whoever else, like this deck you will have fun with. And I don't
yeah.
remember.
I don't recall that. I mean, Derek Kenji Studios mentioned soon will be with re-release. That it might be coming. Oh, is it Bunsen says? Yeah, there are four of them. There are four of them. Oh, I do remember seeing them. You're right. There are four. Okay. Yeah. So there are some decks out there you can
Precons.
buy that are pre-made, and I looked at the list. They look like fun ones. And they're using cards from across the spectrum of the collection, so it gives you a nice ability there. Yeah, Kate
So
says dwarves, Rohan, elves, and Gondor are the starter decks. Yeah,
so I wouldn't play dwarves because I didn't have fun with them.
it depends on which dwarves you played. So
Well, I
the new
played
dwarf archetype is really fun.
Mike's version of dwarves, which is like that
Yeah,
one
yeah, I can play
hero
that one.
that gives everybody +1 stat for like every dwarf in play, and it's got like
Yeah,
90 dwarves, so everybody's like 10 attack, 10 quest, 10 defense. You know what I mean? It was like
yeah.
it's like all right, well this isn't even a game anymore at that point, right?
The
like
new dwarf archetype allows them for digging, which is really fun. So instead, you take the top cards of your deck, you put them in your discard pile, and those are trigger abilities, which is really cool. So
all right,
that
I'd have fun with
I
that.
recommend that one to play. That's fun.
But yeah, no, Rohan is my favorite. Like if you're talking about archetype,
Hmm.
like Lord of the Rings, whatever. I don't know what they do in this game, but I do
Hmm.
love like horses, Rohan, wild stallions, of course. Um,
Hmm.
you know
Rohan's a lot of fun. I enjoy playing Rohan a lot.
that. Yeah,
Uh,
for me, that would be where I would go. Just because thematically, I love them.
the other archetype I recommend a lot of people play is Dale. Dale, it focuses on playing allies and putting attachments on allies to give them boosts and stuff, and it's fun because you build this army with a lot of equipment, and it can start steamrolling. It's really cool.
Yeah, so that's similar to Marvel Champions. Like, yeah, they call it I forget what they call it, but yeah, you build up like allies with
Hmm.
like they do the work for you. Your
Yep.
heroes aren't the one doing the work anymore. You Voltron them. That's what they call it.
Yeah, Voltron. I don't know how you. Okay, I should. Kenji says Kate built me an Eagle heavy deck in which I drew none. I don't know how you pull it off, Derek. I really don't. So you should get into some of those Eagles at some point. That's funny.
So a lot of these people are new to me. I mean, Ryan's the only one. Ryan and obviously Kanji are the only two I know. So are all these people you know? Did you bring people to our Friday night stream, Steve? What's going on here?
I think I know these people. Yes, I know these people.
All right.
Yep.
Sneaky Hobbits is also a lot of fun, says Kate.
Yeah, Hobbits are
Eagles are
fun.
great. So, but as far as precons go, right? So I'm starting today. I
Yep.
own nothing.
Yep.
So first purchase is obviously core set. You have to.
Correct.
Then I'd probably buy a Rohan deck.
Hmm?
And then I think Colin recommends going right to the Saga expansion, which by the way, I own both of them and I don't obviously own anything anymore. Um so the sagas include my 4 victory point markers. Let me delete them. uh, so the sagas are really like Lord of the Rings. Like it starts with it's the Hobbit saga is the ones I own, which is
Hmm.
Overhill and Underhill, which is like
Hmm.
leaving the Shire, and On the Doorstep, which is like dealing with smog, right?
Yep.
The reason I didn't play them is like their deck building recommendations were like confused me. And like you had Bilbo, you had extra characters, like it was
Mhm.
for somebody who wasn't all in on the game, it was overwhelming for me when I started. Uh and I wish I just would have done what their recommended precon was because I think they had like if you just have a core set and this is what you should a potential deck. I wish I would have just done that, and I never did. Um, so
Yeah, The sagas are really fun because they have a campaign and persistence to them.
Right?
But you do get an extra character with a new sphere that could I can totally understand where you're coming from. It could mess you up a little bit for sure.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
But
So, new
yeah,
player, what would your first two purchases be?
if I was getting the game
After core
again,
set.
yeah, so I would do a core set. I think a precon is a really good idea, honestly, just to like give you something to run with, get started with. I wouldn't lean towards the sagas, even though I do think they're really, really good and really well done.
Okay.
I might jump to a different set. I'm trying
Would
to
you
think
just
which
do
set I
first
want.
cycle? Would you just start there?
Possibly. First cycle is fine. It's fine. Kaza Doom's okay. Heirs of Numenor I would avoid for a while. That got really hard quickly.
Well, that's
Um,
exactly what happened in Marvel Champions. The second full cycle was like
yep.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I would
Or
avoid that one
third.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, Lost Realm, I think, is pretty good one to jump into. It's tough. It's got some really hard quests in it, but it's
Have they
I think
already
that's where.
do
Go
you
ahead.
know if they already have that in the like revised set? Like cuz I thought their concept was now they were just going to release the whole set in one box, right? So you don't have to
Yeah,
buy like 50 individual packs.
that's correct. They're going back and re-releasing everything in one box for you. Yep,
So have they done that yet? Like where
they
are
have for
they
a
in
few,
that
few of the
cycle?
cycles. Yes,
For which one?
for a few of the cycles. I don't remember which ones they have out now, though. I have to double check.
Okay. So, with that being said, would you then recommend just buying those, like either Khazad-dûm or the first cycle or whatever, and
Yeah,
just like,
Khazad-dûm's fine. Yeah, Errors I would lean away from, but I think Khazad-dûm's fine.
okay,
And the first cycle's good. I think anything after Lost Realm, I think the game gets really good.
okay,
Those are all very interesting as they go through, but the other ones are fine too. They just like I said, Heirs of Numenor gets kind of challenging, and voice gets into secrecy stuff, which is cool, but it's also just different. So
so what I'm hearing, and it's not what you're saying, but it's what I'm hearing is
mhm.
buy the core, revised core,
Yep,
buy at least one of the pre-made, pre-constructed decks, buy the first cycle, and wait for Lost Realms and Beyond to be released before getting into any of the other expansion stuff.
I might. Yeah, Kate just confirmed. Lost Realm was the previous one, and Dream Chaser's up next,
Oh, so
which is
Lost
the
Realm is out. So go ahead and buy Lost
it-
Realm instead of the first cycle then, and like a precon that you like.
yeah,
Get started and then go from there. All right.
yeah. It's a pretty fun one. Now, Grey Havens, I love this Dream Chaser one is amazing, but it's very different because you're sailing with ships.
So it's more complicated. It's
It
not a
gets more
great
complicated.
starting
Exactly.
point. So Lost Realms is a
Exactly.
good starting point though. You think if I have core and Lost Realms, that would be enough to like would that be satisfying if I had precon that I liked?
Oh, you've got the decks out here. Let me check. Oh, Battle of Karn Doom is like the hardest quest in the game. That's the only downside to this one.
Okay.
But these are really fun.
All right.
Yeah. So this one, the Battle of Karn Doom is ridiculously hard. But otherwise, I think this will be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yogi Bear says buy everything. Yeah, I agree. It's really really fun. I
Well,
love this game. This is
but for somebody to get started, right? Like
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to get at here. Is where would somebody, maybe me, buy in if I'm not going to buy everything day one? So good.
Yeah.
I like the suggestions here.
Because
But
there's some cards like in Casa Doom that are there's like one card it's like Pitfall and it can kill a creature, kill something. So I feel like these earlier ones they're not bad to how do I say this? You can get through them with what you have, no problem. It's a little bit simpler to get through, but I feel like there's some cards that like just really screw you over, and if you're not prepared for them, if you don't want to deal with that, then I would jump ahead to like one of these sets, for example.
got it. Cool.
Bunsen says, I'd recommend starting with Heirs of Numenor and going in order from there. That's where the story really starts. So he
Heirs.
says go here, Heirs of
But you
Numenor.
said that was the worst set ever.
No, it's really difficult though. That's which I agree the story gets good there, but it's also difficult. So I'm not sure if I agree with Bunsen there.
Got it. I'd say wait as they Kate says I'd say wait as they re-release the sets. They will be much easier to find. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not going to buy anything that's not revised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think. All right.
Honestly, for a lot of replayability, like these things, it's not as it's if you don't care about the story and having something tailored to you, these are pretty fun. Like because you can just how it works is you combine different. You can think of them as like think of Marvel Champions where you have different counter sets.
Yep.
And you can choose different ones, combine them all together, and that will be a new way of playing. So there's a lot of replayability in them, but you could actually get a deck that is really too hard or too easy. So that's the downside to that. When you don't have a lot of control, you don't really know what's going on. Oh, Outlands! That's a good point, Bunston. I forgot about that.
So what's Outlands?
Is Outlands in Heirs of Numenor? Let's see. Can they?
Let me recall these, and let me place these.
Outlands in this one. This one I think is. Hold on.
Yeah, you see, place those at places over here, and then hold on. Let's delete all this stuff. And now
I just want to see the player cards in here. I see the player cards.
Oh, I don't know that. All right.
Forget which one is Outlands.
1 second. Talk to the chat, Steve. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna look for. Yes, ALP is amazing, Kate. So that's a long extended party, and that's the custom content coming out, and that is Steward Sphere. Thank you, Steward Sphere is the one. So ALP is actually see over here this big old one here. So amazing work. Like they're taking the archetypes that were started, maybe not to flesh out to the end, and they're really doing a great job creating that environment. And they're creating a whole new archetypes as well. The cards, the artwork, everything looks exactly like what Fantasy Flight would produce. Now, the only downside to ALP, a long extended party, is that the card backs are different. They have to do that for legal purposes. They can't produce the same thing, so you have unique card back that doesn't match the rest of the cards in your deck. If you have sleeves and they're opaque, it's not a problem. But they are really fun cards and really awesome artwork. It is amazing. And Bunsen says, yeah, ALP is a fan-made expansion. That's correct. The fan-made cycles. Let's put it that way. And I agree with everyone saying Ryan sings a fantastic. Kate, yeah, I agree. It is really well done. Awesome work. So getting back to what Bunsen says about Steward Sphere. So Steward Sphere is the first one. And yeah, so this one is the Outlands one, which is actually a really good deck to get.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was about to. My eyes were yellow. I was about to pee myself.
No worries.
Yeah, no. That's why I was getting antsy. I'm like, I gotta go. Can we go now? I gotta go. Like in more ways than one, I gotta go. No, but I'm good now. Now we can sit here for another 4 hours. Like, it's fine.
So the Steward Sphere is a fantastic box to get. It has a really fun quest that is very replayable because in this one you're in the city and you are trying to stop a conspiracy or some secret plot that's happening.
Okay.
And because you do that, the setup's different each time, so you don't know what the result's going to be until you play through it.
Okay.
Also it comes with, as Bunsen mentioned, the Outlands deck. So getting to your point, Peter, about having a pre-con deck.
Yeah.
Steward Sphere was that, honestly.
Oh.
In this one, they give you a hero and a bunch of allies that are Outland traits, and basically they all work really well together. How it works is Outlands say, when I play this Outland, all Outlands get +1 defense. When I play this other Outland, all Outlands get +1 attack. And so
for the turn only or forever?
Oh, straight, period.
So that was my problem with the dwarves, though. It was like too powerful, right?
Yeah, they don't feel too powerful in this one because they're actually pretty low health. Okay. And honestly, that's all they do. They don't have other abilities, so it's very easy to play. But if you're looking for like a precon, it's a it's a good one to go, and they can be powerful. They can be enough to take on certain sets.
So wait, so Ryan says they're all included on the TTS mod too. Are you talking about the precons? Like I
No,
don't.
he's talking about ALEP. So ALEP is a long extended party is way over here, and so this is the fan made scenarios that they're making. They're the complete cycles. They are absolutely fantastic. So
So
he's saying you can play all of them here.
now, so otherwise you'd have to print and play them yourself, or so if I buy core set, I buy either Lost Realm or Arrows of Numenor, and then I could just print and play these sets.
Yeah, you can.
Now, do you print and play them yourself, or do you buy them from somewhere? Or
Of course, there's printing services you can use, but you can print them yourself too if you have got a printer that can do it. The only kicker, and I mentioned this while you were gone, is the cards themselves cannot have the same back as the player cards.
no, I'll tell you the real kicker is if I print and play them, I gotta freaking sleeve my cards because they won't be the same like type, and I don't sleeve cards.
Correct. They won't be the same type, and they have to be opaque sleeves too.
Right. So you can't see the back unless you, of course, print them and put them in front of another card. Like, but like Lord of the Rings doesn't have like resources the way Marvel Champions does, where you have 50 bazillion of the core resources that you clearly don't need any more of.
Correct.
Because that's the problem with the precon decks is like some cards just need to be in every deck, and the resources are those cards. So you have 50 million of the same cards, which is great for print and play, not so great for like storage space.
Right.
Maybe I have a card burning party though.
Kate's freaking out. You don't sleeve?
No, I don't sleeve. No, and here's the thing: when I went to Colin's house after when we were at Con of Champions, so the Marvel Champions convention, I took my unsleeved cards and I put them on his countertop, and I started sliding them around. Like on his countertop, he's like, "No, I have young kids. There's like, who knows what's." I'm like, "I don't care," and I slid him around, and he was just like, he was freaking out. He was totally like, it was totally worth it. No, I don't sleeve, because here's the thing: if I like a game enough that I'm gonna play so much that the cards are destroyed, first of all, I can then sleeve with opaque backs, right? At that point. Like, the cards aren't going to be unreadable anymore. I'm not going to let them get that far. But secondly, if I like a game that much that I play the game so much that, like, I need new cards, then I'd just buy new cards, right? I'll buy the same pack over again that I already paid for. At one point, I realized I was paying as much for sleeves as I was for the game. And it's like, well, I'd rather pay the publisher again than paying a sleeve company. You know what I mean? Like that's in my mind where like I made that shift to not sleeve anymore. Now I shouldn't do stuff like intentionally try to damage my cards. I just, you know me.
Right.
I bring chaos wherever I go because it's funnier. But yeah, no, I mean if I gotta buy something again, I gotta buy something again. But my real solution is when something starts to get a little bit worn or faded or nicked on the back so I can tell what it is, I just sleeve in opaque sleeves at that point. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I hear you. I do things differently, but I hear you.
Yes. Well, people want like mint cards or whatever. Like, I don't care. It's not a collectible game. Like everything's, you just buy it all. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's marked cards is a problem. So if there's a card you can handle a lot, and I like the game a lot, I want to make sure the cards don't get marked so I can't identify what they are while I'm shuffling. But I've also had instances in the past where, as Kate mentions here, that things happen. Not things with s'mores in my case, but things with people not washing their hands and coming back from doing things. And yeah, passing cards to other people. Like, no.
Yeah, Ryan says, cruel and unusual punishment. Kate says, evil, non-sleevers. Evil. No, when I was at Con of Heroes, I was literally everybody made comments, and that, I mean, for me was like candy. Like I love it. It just made me so happy that like everybody was so offended by the fact that I didn't sleeve that at this point I never will sleeve. If that is the reaction that not sleeving brings out in people, oh, I am so happy that I don't sleeve. Like at this point, I used to sleeve. That's the thing. And you know what I found? Like as I went through my older games, first of all, I used to sleep with kind of cheapy sleeves, but I think even if you use good sleeves, they end up all sticking together at the end. Like they're just a stuck together mass of plastic. Like when I get out some old games, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I literally unsleeve all my cards from my older games and I throw away the sleeves. Like that is how anti-sleeving I am now. I literally will not play a game if it still has sleeves on it. From like
I had that problem with some cheap sleeves as well, where they stuck together. It just wasn't working at all. So I would do that if you do sleeve. And this is the bad thing about it is I think you have to pay a decent penny for them, honestly.
right.
And actually, I take it one step further because of the streaming, where I try to buy matte sleeves, so not glossy ones, because
Right.
anything to reduce glare is something I definitely need to do. So
Ryan says the utter look of disgust on your face. It was apparently priceless. No, like that's part of the reason I love not sleeving at this point, because it's like the reaction that it gets from people. And the other thing is like designing games yourself. You go
sure.
like I literally have drawers and drawers of cards that I care nothing about that I will sleeve to use in a prototype, right? But that's like the only reason I sleeve anymore is to use them in prototypes. Now, it's not 100% true. There is one game that I sleeve, and that's Keyforge. Because, like, if I find decks that I really like in Keyforge, now when I first play them, I typically tend not to sleeve them. But once I play them a couple times, and if I really like the deck, I will sleeve it because there is no rebuying that deck, right?
Right.
Like, that deck is unique and one of a kind. So at that point, I sleeve the ones I like, and and some people even do it this way, and I've done this before as well. If I'm playing in a tournament, I'll sleeve the deck before I play it because I think you have to. But then if like I don't like the deck, I'll just unsleeve it at the end of the tournament. That kind of thing. So
Yeah, that ties into what Jay Atkinson's mentioning on here, where he says, "Yeah, I sleeve to keep in good condition, but honestly, he sleeves because what if the game goes out of print, right? And you can't really locate it before, which is kind of getting to the point you just mentioned here.
yeah, now like I
Like it's a
said
unique
though,
deck.
I don't have a problem sleeving with matte sleeves where you can't see or back whatever it is, where you can't see through the
Opaque.
back,
Yep.
opaque sleeves, and then who cares if the back's nicked up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like
I get
if
that.
I've got a deck, I did in Marvel Champions, for example, I lost a card, couldn't find it, and trust me, I tore apart my entire collection, couldn't find a card. So instead of rebuying the pack, it was the exact same as one of the other cards in the deck.
Mhm.
So I photocopied that and I put it again in a sleeve with the like a resource card behind it, whatever else.
Yeah.
And then I sleeved that entire deck. Now I did end up finding it, ironically. Like this'll this'll go in the point on the side of everybody who's in favor of sleeving. The two cards were stuck together. Like, not to the point where either was damaged when they peeled apart, but like they were definitely stuck together. So that's where I lost it. Like it was stuck to something else, maybe even a resource card. I don't know. But anyway, bottom line is, I finally found the card and then I unsleeved that deck. But yeah, so for situations like that, I'll sleeve. For situations if the deck gets nicked or whatever, I'll sleeve. Like even, and here's another point in the sleeving favor. Like sometimes when they print expansions, they're not the same size. Like Marvel Champions, like they're definitely cards that are bigger than other cards. Like they cut them differently or whatever. And now here's the thing: if you have one card in your deck that is that, then you'll be able to know when it's coming. But I don't pay enough attention to the top of my deck, I guess, when I'm playing to care about that. So I don't know. That's my no sleeving rant, but I put a lot of points on the side of sleeving as well.
Yeah, different reasons for both for and against for sure. I have a lot of games sleeved, but not all my games are sleeved. It depends on how much I like the game. If it's like something I imagine to keep forever, and if it's going to be a game that mark cards are going to ruin the experience, and if it's a game that I won't be able to find again in the future, right?
Sure.
Those are the main reasons I would sleeve. Kate mentioned also if the color's slightly off, a sleeve helps a little bit too, which is true.
Yep.
I can help a little.
And that definitely happens. But
Yep.
again, I don't know that I pay enough attention. Look, there are certainly games where I've noticed it before, and I'm like, all right, this is annoying. And in that case, I will sleeve. But I don't, I guess I think the thing that I am rebelling against is I am buying a new game, and I am just going to go ahead and spend like $50 on sleeves before I even played it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess
Yep.
that's why for Marvel Champions, Lord of the Rings, things like that. All right, you already know you love the game. Fine, go ahead and sleeve to your heart's content. But it drives me crazy. Like, and I used to do this. I used to be this person, which is why it drives me crazy. I'd literally get a new game. I'd sleeve everything because I didn't want any card to ever get nicked. And I'm spending hours doing this. I feel like it's such a waste of time, energy, and the game's no good or whatever else. And now I've like got to spend another hour or two unsleeving everything.
Oh,
You know?
that's the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah, so like that's when I got fed up. And again, when I started designing games, I started realizing. So I went to, Richard Launius, designer of Arkham Horror. I go to his house and I go to his basement and I look and I see like 20 copies of all of his games in there. And it made me realize, like, what is the value of these things, right? Like, they're good for fun and whatever else. But like, if I play something so much that I destroy it, like I'm almost happy. And you get our designer copies of games, and it's like I play it so much that I destroy it, and I'm happy that, like, I don't know, that I got that much joy out of it. It's almost like playing a video game, right? You're nostalgia from your childhood. Don't necessarily want to go back to those games. Maybe they're not as good as you remember, but I played it so much now that, like, and again, I've never played a game to the point of destruction either. That's the other thing. Without sleeving, I've still never had to rebuy a game at this point in my life.
So, like a example for me is The Crew. I like that game quite a bit. That's a fun one.
Yep.
Never gonna sleeve that game. Never.
Yep.
Even though those cards are gonna get dinged up, and they're already getting dinged up because we play it so much. But that's a cheap one to
Yeah, it's $15.
buy again, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So like part of me totally agrees with you. I'm in the same boat. I'm curious about one thing though. For a game that has a core set of cards that need to be used over and over again, regardless of what you're playing with, is that a game you would sleeve?
Well, I think it depends on the game. So, a perfect example is what's the game where you
Think of a deck builder where you've got like a base set of cards that you
No.
use in every single game.
No.
Is that something you would sleeve?
No. There's too many cards. There's like 500 cards in deck builders. No chance. So what's the game? Ink and Gold, right? Where you got cards where like, so I have my cards sleeved where it's like, do you stay or do you go cards? Because that, if either of those is nicked, it's going to screw it up for everybody. Although honestly, most people don't even care. They just put the card under their hand or whatever and flip it over. So for a game like Ink and Gold, those cards are sleeved. But For Sale, I mean, I must have played my copy of For Sale over 50 times. There's no noticeable nicks or, I don't know. Like, it's weird. Rune Age is another game I got. I bought it used, and the cards aren't sleeved. And that game's not in print anymore. And I don't have anything sleeved. And I don't care that they're not sleeved. Like, I played it 10 to 15 times. Like, how many times are we playing these games? You know what I mean? Even your favorite games. Lord of the Rings. How many times do you play your favorite scenario?
A lot. Like the one we just played is my go-to scenario.
The second one.
The second one, yep. It's my testing scenario. So I play that. I don't know how many times I played that one. Because I have 200 to 300 plays of it, somewhere around there.
Of all Lord of the Rings, not that scenario.
All Lord of the Rings, yes.
Yeah.
And so every time I build a deck, I play test a few times against that. And those plays I don't count because I'm just play testing.
Right.
I don't necessarily play the whole scenario. I'll just play part of it, so I don't count that as a play. So yeah, I played this one a lot. So that's an extreme example. But usually most games is not like that. I agree with you.
Hold on.
Actually, one of them Kate mentions Marvel Legendary, so that's another one I play a ton of. Um, and she said you can find another copy because it's easy to find, which is true for the core set. Some of the other Marvel Legendary sets are out of print, and people are desperately looking for copies of it. Like the X-Men set, for example, you can't get anywhere. So that's
Sure.
one reason you would want to sleeve it. But
But that means you also have to sleeve everything else you own to sleeve that one
yep,
set, right?
yep.
And now you're spending hundreds of dollars on sleeves to sleeve.
Don't tell Kim.
All right. Well, hopefully Kim's not listening. But you know what I mean? You're spending hundreds of dollars on sleeves to
Yeah.
protect one set of cards. Like, I don't
Well, it's
know.
not just one set of cards, but yes, yes.
All right. So I noticed you skipped the 2 comments before the comment you said. So Kate says, joking aside, I understand not sleeving. There's one.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jay Atkinson says, oh, I'm with you on not sleeving everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So there we go. And there are
Yep, I
certain
agree.
things that I do sleeve. But,
Yep.
and this is like, so as a reviewer, obviously we get a lot of games, right? We get a lot of games for free. First of all, I don't. Mike does. But so even, but most of them end up coming to me anyway. So like,
Mm-hmm.
so I do get a lot of free games. But even before I was getting free games, I felt this way. And Marvel Champions, most of the stuff I paid for. Like very little of that have I gotten for free, and I still don't sleeve it. So I don't think this is a reviewer thing. I think this is just who I've become, and I don't know.
I don't get very many games free, but I have sleeved and not sleeved free games. Yes, I've done both.
Yeah.
It really depends on the game, honestly, and how much I enjoyed and other factors. There's a lot that I consider going into it, but
So here's a game that I would consider sleeving, and it's
mm-hmm.
not my copy, and I think Jerry does have it sleeved because Jerry's a sleever.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Rebellion, and here's why: because the cards are like not a huge percentage of what you're paying for in that game. If that makes sense. If a game's all cards, then I don't mind rebuying the game and rebuying the cards.
Sure.
But if the cards are like if I got 50 million plastic ships and I'm paying $150 for that, like, and the cards are like, $50 in value there, like a third of the value of the game, maybe I don't want to rebuy the game in that situation. And maybe in that situation, I'm like, all right, these cards better be in good condition. So there's a situation where I view sleeving as almost necessary, which is funny because the games people sleeve are usually ones that are all cards.
Mm-hmm. I got into sleeving because of Magic the Gathering, but in my opinion, that is one you definitely want to sleeve in because you can have a single card worth easily $20 or more.
Well, yes.
So,
I did not sleeve any of my Magic cards. I either recycled them or threw them all away, and I was in the game from the beginning. I never had a black book.
No.
But I had many dual lands, which are apparently super rare now or expensive.
Yeah.
I had like hundreds of those. Not hundreds, but I had a lot of dual lands. Because I bought a lot of Magic cards. Like, I played a lot of Magic, and I just, like, I don't know what to do with this stuff, so I kind of recycled it at some point in my life. I'm like, well, I probably won't play this ever again. Yeah. That's when I, like, went to college, and... No, because even in college I played. That was, like, when my mature days when I was, like, done with college, and I wasn't going to play kids' games anymore. Well, yeah.
Right.
That turned out well. Yeah, so I threw away all my Magic stuff, and then I was like, so wait, what's valuable? I was like, oh, I had a tutor. I remember those cards. I had lots of tutors. Like, oh, dual lands? Yeah, I had a lot of those too. But again, mine were never sleeved, so I don't think they would not have been in the condition you need to make lots of money on them, but
Sure.
yeah. All right. Well, I think this was a very interesting discussion. So you said you don't recommend the sagas, which is interesting.
It depends.
as a place to
Like
start?
if you want a smaller collection, you don't want to get everything. Yes, go for the sagas
Oh, okay.
because there's very interesting decks in there, and they give you some really fun cards. And honestly, the campaign structure is pretty fun. The story,
And they're
but
self-contained.
they're self-contained. Yeah, yeah. So it gives you some good starting decks and stuff like that. But to your point about you get another hero. You get Bilbo or Frodo, or some other heroes as well later on. But it's another hero with another resource, and it adds a little more complexity to that. It's not like super complex, but if you're getting into the game, I'm not sure I'd throw that at somebody right away.
By the way,
If you played
people,
a lot of the core and you got comfortable with the game, then sure, go to the sagas.
right? Okay. People are laughing because I'm like, have you ever seen like Russian nesting dolls?
Yes, yes.
So like, I pulled out this like revised 2-player limited edition starter, and like I pulled a box out of it, and then out of the box I pulled a bag, and out of the bag I pulled like decks of cards. Like
Yep.
out of the bag I pulled out like no, I pulled out a box. Out of the box I pulled out a bag. Out of that bag I pulled out 2 bags, and out of those bags I pulled out 4 decks of cards. Like it's ridiculous. Like it was one thing within the other within the other. I mean, it's great. Like there are definitely buttons you could hit probably to just get everything out, but I just thought it was funny. I'm like, is
Yeah.
there an end to this?
Yeah, this is the quest I recommended starting with, the oath. So
So where do you get this 2-player limited edition starter set? If it's limited edition, right?
yeah, this one you can't get anymore, that's for sure. But they did reproduce it in a standalone expansion set, and I don't see them
So it's
here.
just called the Oath, or
I forget what they're called off the top of my head.
they might not have it because this may just be from like the base game or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's good. I definitely that's where I would personally recommend starting with is those quests and the core set.
All right, core set and
Mark of Mirkwood, Kate says. There we go.
okay, but isn't that the first cycle?
No, that's different. It's the Mirkwood cycle, which is same location but a different section or title. So
Yeah, but I thought that was the first cycle. Is like these Mirkwood cycle, right? Or
yeah,
is
this is
this
the Mirkwood cycle. Yep.
yeah? So that like after the core set, that was the first thing that came out was the Mirkwood cycle,
That's correct. That's correct.
and so now they have this Oath quest in with that. So I think because
No, it's not in with this. It's just separate from it.
wait, it's not in the revised Mirkwood cycle. Isn't that what she was just saying, or no?
Correct. It's a separate thing. It's the Dark of Mirkwood
Oh,
where you
so
find.
I got it. So it's its own separate thing.
Yes, separate thing. Mirkwood cycle is the first cycle.
Got it. So this is not that, but it's another thing that just has that
Correct.
one quest, or
There's 2 quests.
oh, the caves of Nimidum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that's what I'd recommend. I would get the core set and then those 2 scenarios. Honestly, pre-con, and that would be a really good start.
Okay.
Really good start.
All right, done. I'm going to get it tomorrow. I still don't know if I need 2 core sets or not. We haven't.
Oh, you
determined
played
that.
Dark Mirkwood as part of the core quest? I didn't know that. I know they tied into that. That's
So
cool.
it's part of the. Oh, it's part of the core quest. The first 3.
Yeah.
I wonder if one of those core starters would be enough to beat. Probably not solo.
Because the Oath is actually a pretty easy quest, honestly, the first one. But it's more interesting than the Passage of Mirkwood. So
okay. Cool. Nice. All right. Well, we've gone over a lot tonight. We've covered a lot. So obviously you like this game. Where does it fall in the big 3 LCGs for you?
number 1.
It is number 1. Is it not close?
Yes, I like Champions a lot. So it's definitely Champions and Lord of the Rings for me.
Or way
Arkham
ahead of
I'll
Arkham?
play, but it's not the same for me. Because Champions, I love the card play. Like figuring out how to play your hand is amazing in that game.
Yeah.
And I love the theme, of course. So it's really fun. I think the thing I don't like about Champions is it tends to overstay its welcome for me.
Yep, with
And
higher
so I
player
tend
count for sure.
oh, definitely for that. But even on lower player count, I want I want to end sooner. So I normally play. I can't remember what it's called. Like it's not Blitz. It's something else where you play one stage.
Yeah. Yes, I know what you're talking about. You're right. It's not Blitz. It starts with an S. I thought.
Yeah, it starts
Skirmish.
with S.
Skirmish.
Skirmish. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, I like playing skirmish a lot. So that's my sweet spot for champions. But I like it a lot otherwise. But I think for me, the Lord of the Rings, it gets more. I like the feeling of progression in this one because I'm going from a quest card, different quest card, as opposed to like a static environment where I'm battling a boss.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. I just prefer the other. So
I think you'd like the new. Do you own the new Magog
I don't.
expansion? So it's a new enemy set of 3 Marvel Champions enemies. They're
Hmm.
all very quick scenarios.
I
Um,
probably like that.
yeah. So Magog was, and they're like pretty self-contained also because
Hmm.
the modulars you need are all in there because they're all like TV shows.
Hmm.
So it's, I would say after the core set, buy the heroes you want. Magog's a pretty good, like if you want just a villain expansion, Magog's pretty good for that.
Cool.
Um, because they are some of the quickest scenarios out there. You don't have to play skirmish for them to
Yeah.
be relatively quick. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, as with anything, and I think if you play standard, the game's relatively quick too. I think it's when you go to expert that the game really drags on, but you almost need it for the difficulty once you get to a certain point, like of deck construction, things like that, to make your decks not just like roll over whatever you're playing. You need the extra difficulty, but in doing so, with champions, and I'm guessing also for Lord of the Rings, it extends the length of the game as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I think Kate is her comment here says, I like Lord of the Rings for the deck building, Arkham Horror more for campaign, and she's not a Marvel fan, so she never got into it. And I would agree with that. I would actually say get Marvel for the card play, honestly.
Yeah,
I would say Lord of the Rings for deck building, Arkham Horror for campaign or narrative, however you want to say that, and Champions for card play.
yeah. And if you're not a deck builder, I also recommend Champions
Oh,
because
definitely.
it's so
Definitely.
easy to build decks for that game. Um,
Champions is head over shoulders um, better than the others for a pre-constructed decks. Like
yeah,
the sets they give you are really great out of the box, in my opinion. And another nice thing about it is in Lord of the Rings, if I put a card in here and it doesn't work well for me, I have a dead card in my hand. You don't have that problem of champions because every card is a resource.
is a resource. You use it to pay for something else. And
Yep.
I would say, and I don't know enough about Lord of the Rings to get this, but I didn't get the feeling, and I'm sure you could build decks around this where like any of the heroes, like I didn't get a special, like our decks felt different, right? I'm not saying
Mhm.
that, but I didn't feel like my deck was like, I didn't get a feel for my deck being like I did get a feel for it. Like I'm killing stuff that wasn't in front of me, stuff like that. But it's not like the hero did that, right? Like those 3 heroes, and maybe that's a pro, right? Where you could use like 2 of the 3 heroes and change one of them out, and maybe you could still make something similar. Marvel Champions, it feels every hero feels very different. I mean, certainly not everyone, but they've surprised me with how well they made every hero feel different. Like I thought they'd run out of ideas at some point,
Mhm.
and they still haven't. Like even the new ones, like oh wow, that feels very different than anything I played before. Um, I think that's where they've done a good job in Champions. And certainly there are some scenarios that are just super fun. A lot of them take on the Lord of the Rings mantra though. A lot of times
Have you?
it's not kill the villain are the most fun scenarios. It's like you have a bunch of villains in front of you and you're like got to kill them to help you progress the story or whatever. Or like you got to progress through certain stages. Um, Not of the villain, but of like different like cards you're going through. So I would say they learned a lot from Marvel or from Lord of the Rings, and the best scenarios for Marvel Champions, I'll agree, feel more like Lord of the Rings scenarios.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yep.
And it's, well, debatably still alive. They haven't released stuff in a while, but
It's still alive. Don't worry about it. Lord of
oh,
the Rings had to wait longer. You're fine.
actually, honestly, I'm glad it slowed down. First of all, let us do this, right? Which is talk about other games that aren't just Marvel Champions, because the release
Sure.
cycle was so fast before that, like, if we didn't just play every week, that then we would fall behind on what's new.
Sure.
So I'm actually glad they slowed down their cycle. And I mean, I know some people are upset and like freaking out and like always want something new. I'm okay with like exploring other games during this little bit of downtime we have. Um,
So Kate has the comment. It says Lord of the Rings is less about one single hero standing out, though they can, which I agree with, but more about a group working together because it's the fellowship, right? It's about a fellowship.
yes.
But there are, and I mentioned earlier, there are cards out there like the Grey Wanderer. It is designed specifically for a single hero deck. And I've played a game with a single hero and only attachments and events, and it's very possible and it's very fun. You can definitely do it
Without allies.
without any allies. Very
Yeah.
possible.
I mean, that hero better be darn good. Like lots of getting ready, unnecessary courage or whatever.
Though you can also do weird stuff too. Jake, he's on here still. We decided to try it one time where we built one deck with Galadriel. She was the only hero. So one deck had Galadriel who couldn't attack, defend, or quest. That was the only hero on the game on that side, and the other deck was normal. And it was really interesting to see if we can make it work. And the concept was, could we make it so that she could support the other deck, and the other deck was designed to only support the other deck,
Yeah.
and that was really fun to try.
You
Really
can do
fun.
that in Marvel Champions too, for sure. There are definitely some decks you can build that are just like, hey, you want to draw a card? Go for it. You want a free resource? Go for it. Like, they're definitely, you can do support in Marvel. Again, Caleb designed, lead designer on both for a while. So it's not, there's definitely love for both. The one advantage I'd say Lord of the Rings has, and this is probably why you feel like Marvel Champions is long, and something I've been pushing for as a change in Marvel Champions, is the you go, I go nature of it.
Yeah.
Where I take an entire turn, do all this stuff, and there is things you can do on other players' turns, actions. But I just feel like if they integrated it more the way Lord of the Rings is, like, okay, everybody let's quest. How much are you putting? I'm putting this much. All right. And it's a back and forth discussion. It leads the phases, while confusing at first, I do think lead to more table talk, which is great, discussion, and like cooperation.
Yeah.
And I wish Marvel Champions would just get rid of its stupid rules where you can't do stuff on other players' turns. I don't know why it's in there at this point, except for the fact that maybe I forget that I already flipped my hero or whatever. Like I could see a little confusion if it was just free for all. But I don't think it adds much to the game, and I think it would be better because you don't feel like you're waiting for like 10 minutes for somebody else to finish their turn if you were able to do your actions at the same time and it was more simultaneous.
Honestly, when I play Lord of the Rings at like the convention, like the Con of the Rings, basically everyone plays it simultaneous anyway.
Yeah,
There's only a few instances where it matters, and then people pay attention.
of course.
And I think I tried that for Champions, and it kind of works.
It
Honestly,
does
it kind of
work.
works.
Oh, it totally works. Now, there are some things that you can't do that are
Right.
like, because there is some timing considerations in Marvel Champions that is very
Right.
important. But honestly, I don't think it'd break the game. Yeah, your decks might be a
Agreed.
little bit stronger if you're able to do that. Okay, play against a higher difficulty mission, right? Like, I mean,
Right.
I don't feel like it would break the game that much, and I'm positive it wouldn't break the game that much to do. So, all right. Well, this has become a Terrence level discussion. We've we've talked for probably over an hour at this point, which maybe means that Terrence isn't the problem and it's me again. I'm the problem. It's me. Yep. But I've had fun, and I did have fun, and we will have to start doing this more often. I'm sure if for see, here's the problem for Marvel Champions, I don't necessarily want to play 3-player, but Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings, I don't think it's an issue, right? Like I think you, me, and Terrence could easily play a Lord of the Rings mission together. So
It'll go pretty good. It'll move along pretty fine. That should be okay.
yeah, so maybe in a couple weeks or a few weeks we do that. I
Sure.
know we have Kind of Heroes coming up too, so we're definitely gonna have to miss a week there because Terrence and I will be out of town. So we'll figure it all out. But thanks again, Steve. And you streaming tomorrow morning? You do have a chat?
Yes, we're doing a chat tomorrow morning. Talk about hype or the effects of hype in the community. There was a podcast or a philosophical philosophical psychological effect that kind of feeds into hype and how we feel about it that we're planning to discuss.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. Don't believe the hype. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly. Don't believe the hype. Yes.
Just like ignore all that stuff and just pay attention to what you like, and you'll be fine. There's my contribution to the discussion. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Steve. I appreciate it. This was fun. I never thought I'd say that about Lord of the Rings. Yeah. No, I enjoyed my last game with
It was a
Terrence.
blast.
I enjoyed my game with you. So, yeah, who knows? This might be moving up on my list. And like I said, maybe even moving into my collection.
Okay, well, regardless of what it is, I always have fun playing games with you, Peter. So I'm always happy when we can sync up on the stream. So
Nice. All right. Well, see you, everybody. I will be back probably next Friday. Hopefully before then. Actually, I might want to play Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition Crisis. If they have a mod for that, I might be playing that this week. While
nice.
It's still fresh in my head, I'm really having a lot of fun with that game. We just did a review of it yesterday.
I haven't finished your review. I got through most of it. I have a little bit more to listen to, but I like the game too. Though I'm one of the weird ones, and I actually like the co-op mode more than the crisis mode.
Really, the original co-op mode.
Yep.
Well, so we had our discussion on putting out fires, and Mike said he's like tired of putting out fires, and that is certainly what crisis mode is putting out a lot of fires. Sure. So yeah, go listen to our podcast for discussion on that. And maybe you're more in the Mike and Steve camp than you are in the Peter camp, which for me, it saved the game actually. Like I like the thought of, do I put out this fire or do I focus on building my engine better? Those decisions were interesting for me. Although I will say the difficulty scaling in the game isn't great. For player count. For solo, the difficulty scaling is just, it becomes ridiculous when you try to go up one level, and it's pretty easy on standard. So like there's a middle ground somewhere. You just have to kind of tweak it yourself.
Sure.
So anyway, all right. Well, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it, and we will talk soon.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.